You're roboting. You might have to. And we are live. This is your boy Tico Trent, aka the Internal Sadist. This is Yam Shanky and MiGTOW in the win. I think he's roboting right now.
I
So let me double
probably
check
am.
before he has the problem. Oh no, you're fine now. Good. Something I wanted to bring up at the beginning of this show because I've noticed this in with a lot of people. They always try to. I mean, the problem that I have with a lot of people is people don't know how to worry about their damn selves, and they want to worry about other people for the most part. And when you worry about other people, you don't have time to focus on getting your own money or getting anything done in your own life for the most part. Because I've noticed with people that do this, they tend to put all their energy into other people. And when you put all your energy in other people, that leaves very little to no time for you to better yourself, if you know what I mean. Because at the end of the day, you're focusing all your time and energy on other people. And when you can focus all your time and energy on other people, you really have no room to improve yourself at all in the least bit. It's just facts. And that's the cold hard reality of today with people in this world. You can't pour so much time and energy into other people and then expect yourself to actually do better with yourself, especially if you're in a lesser situation. Like how the hell do you expect to do better with yourself if you're not willing to better yourself at the same damn time, if you know what I mean?
Me,
I mean,
I
so
mean,
you can't be sitting out and like the sad part. I mean, go ahead. When
I'll do that for the just like I want to give an example on how I better myself. But
hmm
but I'll let you finish.
Oh, okay. And the problem that I have with people who do this is they try to always paint themselves in a light that they're actually doing good things, but the sad fact of the reality is you're not. You're still in the same situation you are now that you were not too long ago or before that by not focusing on yourself. And people are so much worried. So people are so much worried about what other people are doing, what other people got, what other people are doing with their lives, or what other people got going on in their lives, or who people are hanging with, just stupid shit like that. When you can actually say fuck all that shit. I don't need to worry about that because that type of mindset actually keeps you in the place you are now. All that shit, worrying about all this stuff, trying to keep up with the Joneses or the Jeffersons or all these or the Kardashians, that's just going to keep you broke. That's just going to keep you in that same mindset and that same place in your life. It's just
And,
sad. It's the cold hard reality of the day. So you can't
and
be
later
worried
on,
about everybody else. Go ahead,
and
Glenn.
later on, and later on, it's gonna make you miserable. It's just gonna make you
Oh yeah,
plain old freaking angry.
yeah,
Because
definitely,
you're
definitely.
definitely chasing after something that you're not supposed to, and be, that you're not in a position to obtain. And then
Facts.
when you obtain it when you're not supposed to, you run the risk of losing it and losing your and like chasing after to try everything in your power to keep it. You
hmm
know, you don't appreciate, and you may never appreciate it until it's gone. You know,
hmm True.
one of the
And
one of the,
go ahead. Sorry about that.
I mean, my 2 months off of YouTube was self-reflection. You know, instead of using the GPS, I was using an atlas
hmm
to get around.
hmm
I'm trying to be a better truck driver mostly for myself.
Mhm. Yeah,
hmm
you can't be improving just for external confidence. You gotta have some sort of internal confidence too.
Yeah,
Right?
definitely.
And that's what I notice is when it comes to communication, people don't take nonverbal cues, but they expect you to acknowledge them, to make eye contact with them, to start up conversation when there really isn't anything to talk about.
Yeah.
And it's kind of what I was telling Sherm earlier, like with the people who try to crack jokes. It's different when you try to crack jokes just to just to boost your own ego, and not when you're touching on a subject that you think is deep enough where everyone should be able to laugh at it, and where everyone's taking things too seriously.
Yeah.
So it's the way that I can have like this sort of psychic distance to make a joke about something that I know is going to offend people, as opposed to trying to take something that isn't relevant at all to the topic and trying to make a joke about it. It's kind of like people just don't pick up on nonverbal cues anymore,
Double line house.
and they're all stuck in that. They're all stuck in that validation paradigm, that like validation narrative where they want to be desirable, and they want to be wanted, and it doesn't matter who they want to be wanted by, and that's where the message loses authenticity, because they start gathering folks that don't actually care at all about them. They care about the rhetoric.
Yeah, they care
And
about
they'll agree to
they
this
care about
rhetoric.
they care about all the yeses that they can get, or they care about being the yes man, or they care about getting a bunch of yes men. When in fact you should have a bunch of motherfuckers in your group that'll actually keep you grounded for the most part. And that's the
Right.
sad thing about it, because like I've always said in my life, I got a plethora of motherfuckers I hang with at the same time. At the end of the day, I got people on the good side of the law and I got people on the bad side of the law. My people on the good side of the law don't tell me not to hang with my people on the bad side of the law. So who I hang with doesn't really concern you. It's all about me. Does it benefit us? Can we get this money together? How can we get this money? Basically, that's all that matters to me when it comes down to it. When it comes down to my friends or like my circle of people for the most part, because I've said many times, I'm actually friends with motherfuckers who are Crips and Bloods. I'm friends with motherfuckers.
It's like, and then it's
Go ahead.
like people who you don't care about, or people who you don't associate with, you don't really actually care about, and you don't diss them, you don't diss them just to diss them. Like when you talk about people, it's not trying to externally blame them for why you don't associate with them. You're just basically not associating with them, because you're focused on yourself.
Yeah,
You know, it's
busy.
not like
I'm
it's,
too busy,
it's not,
and yeah. Well, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, go ahead.
but yeah. Well, I was just gonna say, because I think when people start to say like, oh, that those people suck, I hate those people over there, and that's why you should agree with me. And then they get a bunch of people agreeing with them. They don't actually learn anything from that, and they get, that's how somebody's head gets big. You know, it's like I'm willing to let anybody in to my circle initially based on like my level of my based on my goals of wanting to understand people. Like I want to understand a person, so I'll let them talk to me. But once I've established that they are going to abuse my openness and my willingness to help, then I no longer feel obligated to open myself up to that person anymore, and I feel okay closing off communication or just flat out ignoring you.
Yeah,
The thing,
because
the thing
the
is,
sad part about it
And
is,
people always feel obligated to continue a path that is just that should be completely cut off. Like they feel like they gotta get brownie points, you know, not even for that person that they're interacting with, but for other people. Other people,
the thing is,
they want other people to view them
really
as good.
double I,
You know?
really.
they got a bunch of sheep. They got a bunch of sheep,
Oh
you know.
God, Neo's
That's all
jealous.
they got these sheep that follows them, that will follow them, and whenever they're point, they point, and it's like they sit there and bleat, in the comments, bleat out their rhetoric in the comment section or on the reaction video.
Yeah,
I don't.
And-
I mean, I don't. I'm sorry about that. I tip videos. I do informative videos. You know,
hmm
I don't like those videos because they don't get anything done.
No, they don't. They really don't. They really don't. Especially,
And
I mean, that only gets stuff done when you want people to actually follow you for stupid reasons. It's kind of like that saying that we got. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes for the most part.
right,
If you do shit for stupid reasons, you get stupid people to follow you for the most part.
Yeah.
And it's just shit like that just bothers me with people. It's like there's a difference between actually trying to actually do something to help other people and do something just because you want popularity. Like hell, I can run out here and do a lot of stupid shit and get popularity if I really wanted to, but that's not what I'm trying to actually teach or preach on this channel for the most part. I can do a lot of crazy shit and get popularity. Hell, I can do Planket Challenge on a fucking train if I wanted to. Like if I wanted all that thing. Hell, I've even thought of actually doing like other stupid shit, like
I remember when that was a
I know, right?
trend.
Yeah, no, just shit
Yeah.
like that. Like I don't do shit that's popular on my channel. I don't do shit where that benefits. I don't do shit that I look at it like this. If it ain't a part of my life, and it doesn't better me in my life, I really don't give a fuck what's going on outside of this shit. Like unless somebody requested, like a subscriber requests it and stuff like that, that'd be the only way I would do shit like that.
That's rare.
Where I'll talk about some stuff, and usually the subscribers usually ask me about various other things instead of like what's going on in pop culture. This is why I actually like my subscriber base, because they don't ask me to do videos on some bullshit. They ask me to do some videos on real shit that actually they can actually relate to and shit like that. And this is why I like my subscriber base, basically. And it's like I wouldn't trade them for the world for the most part, because they don't ask me to do videos on what about Kim Kardashian? I don't give a fuck about Kim Kardashian. Do you really care about Kim Kardashian? Why are we doing something on Kim Kardashian then? It's just shit like that. And that's the problem with a lot of people. They do shit so they can be popular. And they do shit so they can get followings and likes and shit like that for the most part. And the sad part about that is I really don't do that. I do it because it's necessary or to defend myself for the most part.
Right.
Yeah, you can tell
it's actually a feminine tactic.
It is a very feminine tactic.
Because if you think about it,
yeah, it's a very feminine tactic.
Not just that, but where have you heard this before? Oh my God, did you see Becky's hair? She was like totally ugly at the party.
Yeah, true. And the sad part about that, to actually segue, like to segue that into like the whole entire topic, like being worried about what other people are doing, what they got, who they're hanging with, and who their friends are, and who their acquaintances are, and what they got, what they're driving. That's basically a feminine trait. That's a legit.
Of course, it is.
Trait. That's a legit
just like
feminine trait. Like I don't.
And just like the jackass that I got a picture of on my thing here for you. I ran across this jackass in the middle of a road, and I had to take its fucking picture because it was such a fucking jackass. That's what I think of those jackasses making those fucking videos. Fuck them, man.
And the thing about that is like this is what people fail to realize about me. Like a good example of that is I have Black Pill Menace on my show. I actually frequent a live stream of a person that he doesn't like. And this is basically how I've always been. Like I don't do just because we cool, that don't mean I'm gonna get rid of somebody for you, because that's not how I operate. That's not how I operate in the least bit. I don't take sides. I'm very neutral. So just because you hate this person, that don't mean I'm gonna kick somebody because you hate somebody. That's some feminine shit. That's some real feminine shit. Because at the end of the day, what a lot of people don't realize, like I said this many times in many different videos. Dude, I read books like the 48 Laws of Power, so I'm not taking no fucking sides if it doesn't benefit me in the least bit. Only way I'm gonna take a side unless it benefits me, and I'm not taking no sides because it doesn't benefit me either fucking way. Mm-hmm. Because ain't nobody offering anything better than the other solution, basically. So I'm not taking your fucking side, nor am I taking the other person's fucking side. I take my side because I benefit me more than y'all can ever benefit me altogether. Right. It's just fucking facts. Because at the end of the day, while y'all are bickering and fighting and doing a dick measuring contest, my black ass is chilling and traveling. Right. On that SYSBM tip. Like, come on now. Y'all worried about this shit. I don't have time to be fooling around with this. Y'all worried about this shit. A nigga in Colombia. Y'all fighting over this shit. A nigga sitting in Thailand. Y'all fighting over this shit. A nigga in Albania. Y'all fighting over this shit. A nigga's in Costa Rica. Y'all fighting over this shit. A nigga's in Mexico. You're fighting over this shit. A nigga's in Florida. Y'all fighting over this shit. A nigga's in Canada. Like, what the fuck are y'all doing with y'all lives besides fighting each other?
Fight each other?
Yeah, like, dude, all this energy that y'all spend on fighting each other, y'all can spend on yourselves and bettering yourselves and getting this guap. It's just facts. Right. But nobody wants to hear that shit because nobody really wants, and I talk about this in a lot of my videos, nobody wants to focus on themselves because nobody wants to face the true reality of themselves. It's just fact. It's just fact.
I've had to there's some parts of my mind that I'm still afraid to go. The reason I'm afraid to go into that part of my mind is, you know how, I mean, You know, everybody got an animal locked inside. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Well, it's because that's probably what a result of what people have done to you, and you don't have time to worry about like those people, how those people affected you in your life. So you just kind of repress it, or you block it away, or
Well, for me,
compartmentalize
it's
it.
like am I going to be? And the fact is that if I unleash that creature, is he going to go to the wilds, or is he going to stay and fester and become a part of me? That's the part I worry about. See, the thing is, I'm trained. Back then I wasn't trained doing all this crazy, creative, destructive shit. Now I'm trained and I know how to apply it and I know how to apply it.
Mm-hmm.
I know exactly how to apply it and how to not to be, what's the word? I know how to apply it in the most devastating sense. Because throughout my military career, I was reading a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I read theories that weren't even a part of my MOS to better understand the branch of service that I was in. I was a mechanic in the Marine Corps. I was reading stuff on machine gun theory and principle.
Mm-hmm.
I was reading the handgun, the M1911 drill manual.
Mm-hmm.
I was reading stuff on basic unit maneuvers and tactics, small unit maneuvers and tactics, large unit maneuvers and tactics.
Yeah.
I was reading stuff on that.
Yeah.
And it's like I know how to apply it. I know how to apply everything that I if I ever had to create something for destruction, I know how to apply it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the part that scares me. That is this creature going to run free and just leave and stay out of my life, or is he going to stay there and become a part of my life?
Yeah. And the sad part about that, the difference between me and MiGTOW in the Wind is, I've said this many times. I understand I am that monster, and I'm willing to actually use that monster whenever I need to, if it benefits me so. Because I've already faced that monster. I've been dealing with that monster all my life. I already know the monster. I know the monster personally. I'm not scared of the monster locked within at all. And this is what a lot of people fail to realize about me. Like, I know who I am. The question is, do you know who you are?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like to hurt. I don't like to hurt people, But if I absolutely have to, I will.
Yeah. And not everybody's going to be willing to hurt everybody. But the thing is, though, if it comes down to it, because like there's a lot of people that say, well, if it comes down to it, I will. But the fact of the matter is, when it actually comes down to it, there's these things called flight and fight. There's a lot of people say when it comes down to it, they'll just take off running. They'll just flight. They'll take flight, basically. There's a small amount of people in this world that'll actually stand and fight. And that's the problem that everybody has. Everybody wants to focus on the superficial things because they don't want to focus on themselves. They don't want to focus on
the flight where you abandon your training. Like there's part of the flight where you abandon your training and you still fight, but it's a flight response. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it's a flight response. Yeah.
Like when you're getting robbed, to try to like fight back against the person with the gun is flight. Because you're abandoning your level of discipline. You're kind of going against what common sense tells you to do, which is if somebody has a gun pointing in your direction and you're not.
No, because just because the person has a gun pointing in your direction, that don't mean the gun's actually pointing actually at you. It's just in your direction. That'd be like saying if I'm standing next to a person, if I'm standing in front but next to a person off to the side and he's pointing the gun in my direction, even though it's not pointing at me, I should basically run.
I've been in those situations.
Like if you're technically standing on the side of the person, you could grab his arm and lower the gun for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of like my motto when I say if your gun passes my head, your ass is dead. That's basically the same concept.
Yeah.
because your muzzle past my head technically. No matter how
Right.
you look at it, your muzzle's if you're pointing a gun and it's like the trajectory of the gun is going past my head and it's not
Mhm.
directly pointed at my head. In all technicality, there's no need to actually run.
Right. But for
I
me,
mean, you
it's
can
like,
run. You can run to save yourself if you're a selfish fuck like that. But
right.
at the same
Yeah,
time,
but you're not running. Yeah.
yeah,
It's not running if you like that. Here's the thing. You have to think about the mentality of the person. Like you said, it's not
yeah,
about me not knowing myself. It's about that person behind the gun knowing who they are and what they're capable of. And if I can tell that that person's unstable, I'm not going to risk my life and people around me's lives by not giving that person what they want. Because
well,
it's different.
the problem
It's
with that though is like what you fail to realize, yeah, is there's a lot of people with guns who look like they know how to use them very well, who don't know how to use them very well. It's kind of like that one guy at the bar. If you ever been to a bar, that always got to talk shit about. Well, I'm gonna have to cut you with my thing. 9 times out of 10, he probably ain't shit without his knife or his gun. You see what I'm saying? So if he has to, it's kind of like the one guy that if he gets into an argument or a fist fight, he pulls his gun. That nigga can't really handle himself.
right. But for me, it's like I've been in situations where I've had to defend myself or somebody else. I've it's like I've almost, as I said, I've almost actually killed people with my bare hands. It is like, and while this person's life is literally fleeting in my bare hands, I am mad not only at the person, I'm mad at myself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as I am struggling, as I'm killing this person. You know, I'm mad
me.
at
Not me. I'm mad at the motherfucker I'm killing.
I'm mad at this person for pushing me to that point. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm mad at the person I'm actually killing, unless it's a contract and it's like I have no emotions towards it. Like, oh, $1 million? Okay, cool.
For me, like, I'm not that. I mean, I do not like hurting people. I like to have a generally peaceful, quiet life. You know. But as I said, if I have to kill somebody to defend myself or my family or anybody that I care about, guess what?
Yeah.
The person's probably not going to live. The person will not live long unless somebody pulls me off of them. You know.
I think that what I'm referring to is a threshold, like, of understanding that goes a certain distance before the gun. It's kind of like a paradox because they talk about in Greek philosophy, they talk about like if a turtle starts a race before the hare, it'll always win. And that's kind of like because it'll always be ahead of where the hare began the race. And it's kind of like you can say all the stuff that I can say all day that I would comply with somebody who has a weapon pointed towards me, but at the same time I would always be looking for that opening in order to take advantage and gain power back, because the power is always I believe that power is always in a person's control. It's just that they're not above a certain threshold to grab that power or to feel that power. That's why people can commit crimes of passion, and then people can also save lives and get that burst of adrenaline. And a human being is capable of both. And it's all about a certain threshold. And if you're not above a certain threshold and you feel like you're going to do something bad, you have to realize that you're being controlled by some entity or person to do that. And it might not even be yourself. Like, you might not even have any agency. You might be your mind might be controlled by somebody else for like, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, because like I always said, when it comes to me, I have an on-off switch. I can do this autonomously, or I can do this while thinking the way through. Because I've always said, like, if you were to hook me up to a lie detector test, if I did something autonomously, it wouldn't even show up. If I did something like basically autonomously, it would never show up on a lie detector test for the most part. And if I do something like literally, like strategically, like it's literally like, well thought out, you can actually see it on the lie. You can actually see signs of deception on the lie detector test. Whereas if I do something, if I do something autonomously without really thinking about it, it would never show up on the lie detector test. Because there's really no emotion there, and there's no conflict. There's no internal conflict for me to actually sift through if I'm doing something autonomously for the most part. Like a good example of that is where somebody said, "It's Tico. If this was to happen and this was to happen, what would you do?" And basically, the whole entire situation was if the U.S. government offered you $100,000 to off somebody in another country, or no, like basically the question. No, I'm sorry. The question was one of my children. If the U.S. government told me one of my children
was a threat to national security,
could you and would you kill them? I go, yeah, most definitely. If they're a threat to national security, they got a lot of explaining to do.
Right.
Especially if they're not in contact with me while they're doing the bullshit that they're doing.
Right.
I'm just saying, like, look, if you're doing some illegal shit over there, like with some terrorist organization, just know Daddy will probably be the other person on the side of that other side of that trigger, and Daddy won't think twice about it.
And all the incidents that I've had, except for one, was either somebody attacked me or family, and I was, and literally, and like I didn't think about the consequences, or somebody was talking shit, and I was thinking about the consequences. This last incident that I had before my deployment, when I got to that point where this person was literally, where I felt the initial pops of this person's neck break, I said, I'm not going to jail for a simple assault. I'm going to make it easy.
Oh, good Lord. Nice.
My mind says, I'm not going to jail for assault and battery. I'm making it easy. And if it wasn't for my sister, pulling me off of this person, telling me to think about this stuff, think about what it would do to everybody, I would be in jail for murder.
Yeah. Yeah. Because like the difference between me and like a lot of other people, because a lot of people would think, oh well, if you commit a crime, run. I'm not gonna run. If I murder somebody, I'm gonna sit down right next to the body and wait for the cops to show up.
Light up a cigarette.
Yep. You're damn right. I'm gonna sit down right next to the body and wait for the cops to show up, because there's no point in running, because I did it, and I'm not gonna run from some shit that I do. And that's just who I am in general, and like I don't care anything else, because like even though you'll always hear me say the point of committing a crime, I mean the point of being a criminal is not to be caught, but there's some crimes where like you just have to sit there and just soak it in, basically.
Yeah.
And just wait for everybody to show up, the necessary people to show up for the most part, and that's exactly how I think. Like I'm not even gonna put up a fight. I'm gonna have a cigarette in my hand. Sir, did you do this? Yes. Sir, can you please put your hands behind your back? Okay. Like I ain't gonna put up no fight. Yeah. Because I'm the type of person, if I shoot somebody in cold blood, I'm gonna lay the gun right on their chest and I'm gonna sit down right next to them. I don't smoke normally, but I would light up a cigarette that day.
Yep.
And that's typically how I operate, and it's just who I am for the most part. I'm not going to run from shit. I'm always going to be me, no matter what. Like I always say in all of my videos, take pride in yourself, no matter what. But at the same time, you everybody can be mad because you're not rolling with them or siding with them, but nobody can be mad that you're being yourself or doing yourself for the most part. Like they can be mad at you, but they can't be mad at you for doing yourself and actually being true to yourself for the most part. Whereas all these other motherfuckers, they always want to appease people, or
and you can't be satisfied with other people being happy that you're doing doing your job. You have to always be seeking your own self development. So like if you're happy with the way that other people see you, you're in a bad state. You're in a bad place.
Definitely. If you're not happy,
you're in a very bad place.
If you need other people, to be happy about yourself, or to prop up your ego, or to prop up your emotions, you're really not in a good place at all. You're not in a good mental space in the least bit. Yeah, basically, you basically need this. You need this attention so you can feel better about yourself. Me, I don't need attention. If people show up, people show up. If people don't show up, people don't show up.
People don't show up, man. And that's what people. That's what most people are afraid of, is that, you know, they're whatever achievement they have, no one's gonna notice, and then they're gonna be completely invalidated, and that's what's really sad. That's what's really sad. But at the same time, you shouldn't be worried about how other people view you. You should just be thinking about, you know, how can I achieve the next level in my own life. And it's kind of like when like, for example, today I was introduced to a new team, and it's kind of like rhetoric is a weapon too. You know, rhetoric is a type of weapon, and if you go around holding that up or pointing that around and waving it around, then it's gonna be really off-putting to people who are approaching you for the first time, or are just hearing what you have to say. So I mean, opening up and being genuine is not a bad thing, and it's not showing any sort of weakness at all. The weakness is when you start to externalize that rhetoric and tote that rhetoric and say that this is what defines me, and then people who support you, or people start to back you, that's like a growing sign of weakness, because like you need those people backing you in order for that sword to be, for, you know, that hypothetical sword to have any sort of weight, or to have any, it's not representing your skill with the rhetoric, it's representing like the person behind it being weak and needing validation and needing approval.
And
it's like when when that person's disarmed, it's like, what are they going to fight back with now? They almost have to play the victim, or else they won't. Or else they won't have any power, and that's what they want. They really want the power.
Like, really want power. Like, and the sad part about that is like when you can't get, and what I notice with a lot of people, when they can't get power, when they can't get the power that they want the right way, they'll go to, like, you know, to leftist tactics and get sympathy, so they can actually get sympathy and play victim. They'll play on sympathy and play victim to actually get the power that they want, for the most part. And the sad part about that is, I'm not about that. I'm not going to play no victim. I'm going to just do me all the time. It doesn't matter what the fuck you got going on over there. Doesn't matter what this person got going on over there. If y'all don't benefit me in the least bit, I really don't care what y'all got going on over there. It's just facts. And people hate when I say this to them, and people always get butthurt when I say this to them. Like, no, I'm not taking your side. What do you have to offer me? Well, Tico, you should take my side because of this. Okay, what's that got to do with me? Well, because I'm right. No, fuck that shit. What's that got to do with me? How am I benefited from this? Okay, if you ain't got no answers on how I'm going to benefit from this, or, you know, any way that can actually get me some money, I can care less about what you got to say. Even though it goes for either side for the most part. I'm not going to take your side. I'm not going to take your side. I'm never going to take your side because you say you're the right people or the right person. No, it doesn't work like that. I'm gonna take what benefits me for the most part. If it doesn't benefit me in the least bit, and what you got going on doesn't benefit me in the least bit, I'm not going to take your side. Now, don't get me wrong. When motherfuckers actually need some help and are down and out and they're depressed and they need a motherfucker to talk to so they can stop themselves from committing suicide, my black ass is there.
But if they're all like pie in the sky and got their chest out, they act like they don't need any help, but then they come to you trying to appease you. They really need help. That's what it is. And then they want to fire insults.
Yeah, and the sad part, it's kind of like, and MiGTOW on the Wind knows this quote that always. And MiGTOW on the Wind knows this quote that I always say, "I'm not getting out of bed for less than $17 an hour or a good cause." It's just fact. I'm not getting out of bed for less than $17 an hour or a good cause. And $17. I know that sounds like low for a lot of people, but that's generally me being able to work with the working man for the most part.
Yeah.
And a good cause mainly means anything. Let it be a homeless veteran, let it be a brother that's thinking about committing suicide, let it be a person who needs my help for any given reason because shit's going down in their lives. Let it be a person who's having problems with their children. Let it be anything like that for the most part. Any psychological thing or any physical thing that's impeding them from actually making it so they can actually better themselves.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good cause within my book. If you want some bullshit talking about I'm right, no, nigga, that don't benefit me, that don't benefit you, and I really don't give a fuck about you. That's exactly how I operate. Look, this is basically how my good causes actually operate. If this is basically, I'm willing to help you as long as you're willing to better yourself. I'm willing to side with you as long as you're willing to better yourself. If you're not willing to better yourself, don't ask me for shit. Don't ask me to
Hit me,
side with
Tico.
you. Huh?
Hit me. I said, hit me, Tico.
Yeah, hit me, Tico. Yeah, I know, right? If you're not willing to better yourselves or make it so that you're looking like you're trying to better yourselves, don't be like Tico. You need to take my side. No, nigga, what we got going on for me to take your side? Oh, we just want to sit here and just do this stupid shit and clown people and act like people is doing this stupid shit. Oh no, nigga, I can't roll with you. You want some fuckboy shit, basically. And that goes for anybody. Like, I'm not going to just take sides because you think it's right. The only way I'm gonna take your side unless we trying to get this guap together or you trying to better yourself. That's the only way I'm taking your motherfucking side. If you ain't trying to better yourself and you want to be stuck in this bullshit, then you got to do you by yourself, pimp. Because at the end of the day, you ain't gonna tell me who and when and who and what group of people I can actually talk to or associate with. Hell, the cartel princess don't tell me this shit. So you ain't finna tell me this shit. When I'm hanging with women, the cartel princess don't say shit about the shit. So your punk ass can't say shit about the shit.
Yeah. It's in addition to that, if you haven't experienced my life, then you cannot validate anything in my life.
Yeah, for
and
the most part.
you cannot make me feel better about how it is that I'm doing something because I've already gotten all of that value internally.
Yeah.
So I'm not nervous at all about what it is I'm doing. I'm not worried at all about what it is I say or put online, and I don't need somebody or do in public because I've garnered that based on my support group, but like also the fact that my support group understands that I at the end of the day I have to handle something, and I'm not looking to them to handle stuff that I gotta handle. We like you said, Tico. It's all about what it is that we're trying to achieve together, and that's why I make or associate with people for a certain reason. Like if it's about money, if it's about helping, if it's about a good cause, I'm all down for it. Other than that,
definitely.
What the fuck are we even talking about?
What the fuck are we doing this for? Why are we even in this? Why we even having this conversation if you ain't finna better yourself or we ain't finna get this guap? Why are we having this fucking conversation?
So something from my dad. My dad used to say that your friends are a direct reflection of who you are. You know.
True story. I believe that 100%. Like I said, I got criminal friends and I got good friends. So I believe that 100%. So I'm an average of them motherfuckers for sure.
Family on both sides of the law. I've got friends on both sides of the law. So it really doesn't matter to me. I mean, I don't actually, but some of the greatest friends that I have are convicts, you know?
True story.
Convicts are criminals are like dealers because they understand that the people that I hang around with, they understand that I'm not about that life, you know?
Mm-hmm.
They know that I'm about that life. I'm not about that life, you know? I don't do that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like,
and this is why I would never drag MiGTOW in the wind in some of the shit that I do, because I know he's not about that life, and he has actually pretty much mentioned that to me several times in person. So like, there's certain things that he's about, and there's certain things that he's not finna get into for no fucking reason whatsoever. And that's what I like about him. Like if I say MiGTOW in the wind, I'm about to go drive across this border and get this coke and drive it back across the border. MiGTOW in the wind will be like, you know what? No, not for me.
you better find somebody else. You better find somebody else. That's what I'll say.
know, right? I'm basically making an example. But like,
Right.
yeah, I know MiGTOW and the Win ain't finna just jump in it because I'm Tico, basically, is what I'm saying.
Right.
It's just shit like
Listen,
that. For the
if
most
you
part.
find the contract by yourself, you should be able to take care of the contract by
Contract by
yourself.
myself. You damn right.
Yeah.
My point
Right.
is exactly. If you sign a contract by yourself. Oh, sorry about that, Seeker. What's up, Seeker? I'm sorry I missed you, pimp. Yeah, if you sign a contract by yourself, you should be able to pick up the contract by yourself, most definitely.
I mean, I'll give you some advice, you know, on that may or may not that I think on how to maneuver with that stuff. Now, it may or may not work. I'm not telling you to take this advice and use it. I'm at least going to tell you to consider it. You know.
Yeah.
That's facts, Seeker. That's definitely facts.
Lonely. I want to say this, man. I think that people who because I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying, and like I think it's people who don't want to be who don't want to be visible, and they want to sling hate that I really have a problem with. Or like whenever they do show their face, they want to be accepted. They don't want anybody to shoot any negative attention their way, because they're kind of like weak in that way. Like they're kind of like almost made out of paper.
Or
and it's just like
they have a glass jaw for the most part. They can talk. It's kind of like the glass cannon thing. They can sling all the rocks they can, but
like in a fight.
They can sling all the rocks they can, but the minute they catch one rock, they're pretty much their whole entire thing is shattered for the most part.
Yeah, like I'm all okay with you being a lone wolf, but I'm okay with you like 100%. If there's something you got to do on your own, then do it on your own. And if you need help, I'm there for you if you need help. But I'm not going to try to help you if I know that it's like it's going to be
destructive to you.
You just got to do that. Yeah, because I can't make you growing easier for you, because I see that as an insulting. Yeah. I see that as me doing a sinful thing, like because my pride wanting to show that I helped you is going to lead to my and your downfall. It's going to lead to both of us becoming not better. And I mean, I'd rather take a bunch of hits, take a bunch of punches, and roll with them, than have the fight given to me on participation. Like I would rather fight and lose than to not fight and be hiding behind my rhetoric, for example, and not actually experience anything. Just be like, oh yeah, I'm just so much better than this person.
Because it's basically that type of stuff is basically with the same thing that the feminist movement does. Basically, they can talk about everybody else, but you can't talk about them because then it's wrong. You see what I'm saying? And that's the thing that I always found funny about that. Like, wait a minute, you're strong and you're independent. If you're strong, independent, and equal, then why can't this be this? And like that's the thing that I always wondered about the feminist movement. Like, dude, you can't be saying that you're strong, independent, and equal when you're not willing to take one on the chin.
Yeah,
I don't mean now before anybody gets crazy, I don't mean physically. I mean verbally or any type of rhetoric. If you're not willing to take if nobody could talk back to you, then you're not willing to take it for the most part. You're not willing to take it for the most part. If you take it personally, like I don't really take things personally, but like unless you're going to sit here and lie about me, like then I'll take it personally. I mean, because you're just lying on my character for the most part. But like I mean, if you're going to lie on my character, you're just going to lie on my character. But the thing is what a lot of people don't realize about me is I'm not taking it personally as much as I'm actually doing it so it can benefit me. And what I mean by benefit me is if I can parlay something you lied on me about and turned it into like a bunch of views, a nigga's going to take that. A nigga's going to really take that. Because I look at it like this, because I look at it like this. You're not going to sit here and do that tactic to me just for views and not have me turn around and do the same tactic to you for some views. I'm basically letting you know we can do this and we can do this at an equal pace, and I don't need to do it as long as you or as much as you do. I can do this very quickly. And the sad part about that is I was laughing yesterday because my son Laszlo was late on a couple of the uploads because he goes, sorry, daddy, apple juice break. And that nigga made $25 an upload. Legit made $25 an upload. Now my son Lazlo's about getting his guap.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And the sad part about that is this is what people don't realize about me. And it's like, and it's basically like I'm not gonna let you just do some stupid shit and not turn around and do the same stupid shit that you're doing, and to basically to show you that you're doing stupid shit. Because I will always mirror the same shit that you're doing. If you're doing some stupid shit, I will turn around and mirror the same stupid shit back at you. It's just facts. Because that's just the type of person I am, and I'm not doing it because of this or that and the other. I'm doing it because, hell, if I can get a couple of your views over on my channel, hey, might as well. It's like that's exactly how I operate. Because you kind of figure if you're going to use my name to get views, and if you're going to use my name to get views and get sympathy, I'm going to use your name to basically so those views can come over here and probably like try to dick rat for you for the most part. At the same time, well, it don't matter how many times you comment in my comment section because a lot of people's comments got deleted because they got shadow banned by YouTube due to the new policies and language and all this shit that people tend to overlook when they get emails or various messages from YouTube. Everybody overlooks that shit. Nobody ever pays attention to that shit. But the sad part about that is when somebody talks about it in the manosphere, y'all look at us like we crazy. But then when y'all start experiencing this shit, y'all want to accuse the person. Y'all want to accuse the person of deleting your messages when in fact YouTube shadow banned the shit out of your shit. Because there's some shit that Liam tried to send me yesterday that got shadow banned. Hell, Dennis tried to send me something this morning and it got shadow banned by YouTube. So nobody's free of this shadow banning shit from YouTube. So you got to watch and choose your language wisely because I already know what the rules are. So when somebody comes at me sideways, I know it's only a matter of time before either they're going to catch it right away or they're going to catch it eventually and it's going to be shadow banned by YouTube. And there's not very much I can do about it if they shadow ban it because they're not going to put it in my release this comment section, is this comment okay section. They're not going to put it in there. They're just going to just take it away. It's just facts. It's based on the language you use and all those uploads and all those communication sections for the most part on how they actually enforce it for the most part. And the sad part is they enforce it so often. Hell, I've seen some of the comments that people posted, but by the time I actually clicked on it, it said no comment. I was like, okay, fine then. It's like can't respond to that shit because there's no comment now. And it's just shit like that.
Seeker. I was sorry, MiGTOW on the wing. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
And that's why I use professional. I try to use as much professional language as I can. And you notice that I've slowed down on cursing. I've used words like fornication, under the consent of the king, or something like that.
Yeah.
Or like cat fornicated sideways.
Oh, good lord.
Somebody that fornicated with this cat, and I'm just holding the tail.
My favorite is Ox shit. Oh, Ox shit.
Yeah.
I'll either say that or I'll say.
You have to be careful what you say nowadays.
Yeah, Ox shit, or I'll say what's my other favorite one that I say? Son of a motherless goat. Is another one that I use. Son of a motherless goat. That I use when I want to try to avoid cussing. But usually I really don't avoid cussing. But like I agree with you 100% on the childhood friends seeker, because if you can actually count your friends if you can't count your friends on one hand, then you don't really. If you basically need more hands to basically count your friends, then they're really not your friends. That's just facts. Because I'll say it in a heartbeat. Because like what a lot of people don't know about me is like I'll say I got friends, but like there's an actual certain group of friends where I got like there's just 5 of them in that group basically, just 5. Well, no, including me. No, yeah, 5, not including me, 5 for the most part. I have 5 friends. That's all I got. They'll always be my friends. We've been friends for a while. We've been hanging out for a while. They're my friends. Then I got my niggas. Then I got my associates. Then I got my rounds. Then I got my hitters.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I was basically my dad raised me basically to just to call everything out like as it is and be my own individual person. So like I really don't have a lot of people who are like my close friends. Like I have people that know me And that's where they get into trouble, because they think that they know me more than I know myself, and then I'd be having to correct motherfuckers on stuff. And that's and then they get all butthurt, say, "Oh yeah, but what? But like I thought we were friends." And I said, "No, like you thought wrong. Like you thought more than what the situation actually was." And that's weird, because I mean it's strange, because Seeker, like I moved around a lot, but I don't want to, like the way that I was raised, it was to be good wherever I was at and accept myself and always be okay with who I was, even though I didn't have a lot of friends that I knew from when I was 3 years old. I still treat everybody like that I meet, like I have that childhood, that like almost like I had that childhood mentality, but I know how to be mature about it. And so like that's why I feel like I can like people. That's why I feel like I can charm people when I want, and then I can turn it off when I know that person's crossed the line with me, because that's how I was raised. It goes back to being and it goes back to how I adapted to my environment. You know, I would get beat up, stomped out, I got choked out, but I also caused a great deal of mischief, in the equal sense, not to the people that did it to me, but in growing up, I had a lot of things to be thankful for, and a lot of accomplishments that I did, despite the fact that what people did to me was unfair and unnecessary and disrespectful. Because I always knew that, good or bad, I just had to act like I've been there before, because in reality, a lot of the things that I have experienced, I have been there before. Like if I were to get beat up tomorrow, and still survive, I would understand the context of that. It wouldn't,
right?
It's not going to be the first or last time. And I know that since if I survive, then that's a win to me. Because I can't see that shit as a loss, because one, the way that my mind works, it's very hard for me to forget something like that. And I learn from every experience that I remember. And so as long as I remember it, then you're not going to let that get to me. Now, the people who have lied to me, that I don't know about, those people are in for a rude awakening, because once I figure that out, I've been lied to before, and I know what it feels like. So I can tell when somebody's giving me a roundabout thing, or if they're trying to slide in and act like they know me better than I know myself. And I just have no tolerance for that kind of stuff. And those are the kind of people, like, regardless if they feel depressed or suicidal or something, those people don't have my sympathy, because I feel like they're just trying to get my help without having to put in the effort. And I wouldn't ask them to do the same thing of me if I was just trying to use them. It's just common sense. That's just common sense to me.
If I cut off, I'll be back.
Okay.
I just gotta find the truck.
All right. And the thing that people fail to realize about the people that be in these panels and these live streams is, out of everybody in this panel, I think I'm only good friends with MiGTOW and the Win. For the most part, I'm only good friends with MiGTOW and the Win. Yam, I work with Yam because he's younger and he's actually learning stuff, and he's actually pretty cool. He's a pretty cool person to hang with for the most part, and we sync very wise. We sync very well, and we work together very well for the most part. So like I actually like having Yam. Maybe down the line when we get cooler and we start seeing each other and hanging out with each other a lot more, then we'll probably become friends. But until then, he's actually a good associate or a good coworker to have, definitely, on these live streams. Most definitely.
Yeah, like with Dennis too. I mean, he retired. He said that he's retired, but he's the same way. It's like we don't even know. I've never even met these people. Yeah. You think that I'm gonna like? Yeah. You think that I'm gonna like? And like this online thing, I have like a certain understanding of it to be able to represent myself well. Which is why I don't go around just being like, fuck Tico, I'm ready to leave Tico, because I know exactly what the PR, or I know exactly what like it looks like, on the outside.
You don't want that.
Like,
you don't want that PR smoke.
I don't want PR smoke. Essentially.
You don't want that PR smoke, because I got a team of people.
Yeah.
Laszlo's ready to make $25 a video again.
Yeah, I know. I want to make something of this too. I'm not afraid of walking away, but I invested part of myself in it. So.
Yeah, for real. And the thing about Double I is actually family. So like we pretty much are family for the most part. So like, Yeah, so like that's pretty much just family in the last stream. And then you got Yam over here, which is a great coworker and a great business partner for the most part. If we ever had a business together, he'd probably be the first person I look to for business wise for the most part to be a business partner. And then I got my friend over here, MiGTOW, in the win. So like that's basically the whole entire setup of this whole entire thing for the most part.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm glad that and you know, I like it's weird because it all goes back to knowing myself too, because I'm very outgoing, but that doesn't mean that I try to fight battles that are, you know, a lose for everyone.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like what we're talking about this whole entire live stream. You don't fight battles that you're going to lose, or it's going to be a lose for yourself. Especially if you're not bettering yourself. If you're not bettering yourself in the least bit, then why the fuck are we fighting this battle? Mm-hmm. Like that'd be like saying, Tico, we're going to go take this hill with what? We're just going to go take this hill with what? We're going to go take this hill with what? Sticks, nigga? What? No.
I would go in more deep depth. It's like, what's what and what's the opposition? You know?
Yeah, and being unprepared is different from improvising and firing from the hip, because being unprepared means that you're basically like praying that no one sees your weakness. Whereas definitely. Which is like firing from the hip is a preemptive strike. You know, firing from the hip is getting
premeditated. Exactly. Premeditated if you're firing from the hip.
Firing from the hip, like man. That. You got to be a hardcore fire from the hip. You gotta be like Rambo, you know?
Yeah, for real. And the sad part about that is like there's not too many people in this world that I'll actually ride to hell for the most part. And you got to be either family, and I got to trust you, or you got to be like the cartel princess, like legit. Like, because I'm not riding to hell for any damn body if you ain't family or cartel princess or a great friend.
Mm-hmm. But with her, you gotta worry about her tagging you back out of hell. You know?
Yeah, right. Because at least I know if the cartel princess is going down, we got some good odds on our side. If she's going down, she's Tico, I'm coming. Grab this gun. We about to go do this shit. Like, who we gonna go fight? Oh, we're gonna go fight a terrorist cell. Wait, what? It's like, trust me, we got this.
That's a big part about communication too is knowing what gates you've unlocked with a certain person. Yeah. Like I know Tico and MiGTOW in the win and Double I and some other people who I've been on the panel. They can literally like shred me apart, shred my ego apart, and fire jokes at me and stuff, but crack jokes on me all day, and it wouldn't affect me. Because I've unlocked that gate with me. Now, trust me. Like I'm gonna try to get my thing back. I may not be as experienced in it, but I'll do my best to fire back. But that's because we've worked on that part of our relationship.
Yeah, definitely.
But when people start trying to like come and crack jokes, and you're like, you have not earned that level.
You earned that right, nigga. You don't got that respect in this group, nigga. Who's like? The sad part about all four of us be looking at you like, nigga, who's you?
I gave you that. I gave you this. I gave you that for free. I gave you that for free. It's like I never asked for any of that stuff.
Yeah, real. So like when people come on the panel, like trying to crack jokes, it's like, nigga, who's you? That's literally a response. Like, nigga, who's you?
Yeah.
Before my phone cuts out on me. Okay. Hi, Cartel Princess. How are you doing today?
Oh, goodness gracious!
I learned
that's another thing too. It's like if I don't ask for your help has no value to me, whether or not I benefit from it or not. It's like if somebody left me like a like it just like left $10,000 in my wallet. And then they want to be like, why'd you take that 10? Or like, you should respect me now because I
gave you 10, no, nigga. Like, no, exactly, you just gave me 10, nigga. I don't respect you for this shit. I'm just doing this job real quick. That's it. Like, it's like,
exactly. And if there's no contract to sign, then there's no agreed upon behavior.
Yeah, for real, no. Because like I'm always going to be the same across the board, no matter who the
Mhm.
fuck it is. I'm
Yeah.
I'm 100 across the board for anybody. If I hate you, if I like you, if I don't like you, and if I dislike you, I'm going to be the same across the board to every fucking body. I don't I
Uh-huh.
don't I don't like mince words or kiss ass. I treat everybody the fucking same for the most part. Ask my children, they'll tell you. My one daughter goes, he's an asshole. She'll tell you that in a heartbeat. And or my daughter, who I refer to as a condescending prick, will tell you that I'm a condescending prick. Like it's just the feelings mutual, heifer. The feelings mutual. That's exactly what I told her to one time. Like the feelings mutual, heifer. The feelings mutual, and that's exactly how I respond to her. Like because that's exactly our relationship for the most part, and they know that. Look, I don't care what's going on. If your teacher says that you're cutting up in school, I'm not going to jump down your teacher's throat. If your teacher gave you a bad grade and it's justified, if I could talk to the teacher and it's justifiable, your ass going to get your ass beat when we get home. I'm not going to be
Mhm.
jumping on the teacher about changing your grade if your ass fucked up for the most part, like a lot of these kids nowadays. Well, it wasn't my fault, Daddy. It wasn't my fault. Yeah, it was, obviously. What did you forget to do? Nothing, Daddy. Okay, yeah, we're going to go figure this out when we go see your teacher, basically. I'm not finna jump down the teacher's throat over some badass grades, basically. Especially now, if we get there and the teacher says, I don't like how they're acting in school, or I don't like how they're doing this, or I don't like how they sign their name on the line. Because I've heard some teachers say some shit like that. Like,
Mhm.
I don't like how she's this popular. She's this popular in my class. I don't like how she's helping other students with their work. I don't like the. Oh yeah, then we're gonna have some problems. Then I'm gonna have to tap dance on some teachers' tonsils real quick. But
Mhm.
if she tell me your ass didn't turn in your homework, while I'm sitting next to you, I'm gonna tell her hold that thought. I'm gonna uppercut you right in the chair next to me, right in the solar plex. It's
Mhm.
just simple. It's just that simple. That's how I operate. Like no, if you tell me that my child's not bringing in homework, or you tell me my child's not turning in any work, you're gonna have to witness my child getting uppercut in the solar plex. I'm sorry. It's just what it is.
Mhm.
Like so like yeah. Luckily, none of my children have done that yet, but they know if you do that, Daddy will uppercut you in the solar plex in front of the teacher and won't think twice about it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. And it's like a lack of self-awareness, really, that
Yeah.
if I know not to tell certain people certain things, like my boss,
Hmm.
if unless it's unless I feel like it's all about that threshold thing again. Like if I get to a point where I could tell my boss, business was absolute garbage today, then then we both expect each other to like handle that conversation. But at the same
Hmm.
time, if I haven't established that level with that person, I'll basically tell them whatever they want to hear because I don't really care.
Yeah.
And it's all about like my handling my responsibilities appropriately, and then knowing when to not fight a losing battle, essentially. Where I'm like, and it's kind of it also plays into it also plays into them knowing themselves too. It's like no one has ever broken some bad news to me that I actually cared about
Hmm.
without making sure that I was all right
Hmm.
beforehand. Like anytime Double Eyes tried to like let me know something, or a person that I've really trusted has tried to let me know something, they always want to work it out with me. They don't want to. They're not trying to cut me loose. And the thing is like, no matter how confident I can be at times, it's some people, stupid people, will assume that they can like will assume that like because they spring some information on me that I'm not conscious of at the time, that's going to affect me. And what it
Hmm.
really does is it really does is I because I'm ready for it, because I realize I've been in that position of not knowing before, and I'm not trying to act like I know everything. I am present during that time, and they are in some other world. Whereas like that they see me as being aloof, see me as not knowing, but then I spring up with a reaction immediately, or spring up with like kind of like I'm not even thinking about it, but I figure out a way to around it. It's kind of like when you're in a situation at work and you have to problem solve. You're not, if you're bitching and start bitching and complaining and reacting and being like, oh my god, I can't believe this happened and that person did that, then you're wasting time solving the problem. And in that same situation, it's like I've already gotten something done, and I figured out a new way how to do it. Like
Hmm.
I wasn't just sitting around waiting for somebody to fix it. I
Hmm.
got up and fixed it. And it's like now it's like people who are old enough and experienced enough to actually run a business, they appreciate me because they don't have to worry about certain stuff because they know, and they don't have to worry about me failing because they know that I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna fail and then figure it out immediately. Like they're ready, or they know that I'm ready to handle whatever it is that's in my lane, and they're not trying to jump in and crap, because the way that I go, it's like I'm running you over. even if I work underneath you, I'm running you over.
Yeah.
And that's just like that's the sad thing about people people who live, I think people who live in a society where they're just coddled all the time, is that they don't understand like the speed that they're going, and they don't understand they don't have any concept of like the rules, and so they shit on everybody because either they expect everything to go their way, or they think that no one has a really solid philosophy because that's who they're surrounded by their whole life. So they're like, oh, no one's really that serious about it. So it's like anytime they hear me talk, they're like, oh, you're so serious, or oh, you're so, they try to convince themselves of how you think by putting you in a box.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I'm in the business of breaking those boxes open. Like that's how it's been my whole life. So if you really want to step to me like that, you better be ready. You better be ready to fight. That's basically how I see it. Like you better be ready to battle it out.
Yeah, the funny thing is,
you can't just you can't just attack me and then be like, no, it's not okay to attack me back. I hate when that happens. I hate when
I've seen this killer Yam in action, and let me tell you something. This guy dropped some knowledge one day on this completely random person. I'm not even going to get in a situation because I got to talk about it to him first before I share all the details. But let me just tell you something. Yam's got knowledge. Yam's got good knowledge. He's sprouting.
Let me go get this pen so I can pop his head so we won't all fall out this damn chat.
No.
Because his head got so big we didn't all fell out the chat and shit. Let me stop.
Damn right. So remember I told you guys about that time I took pictures completely random, but I just wanted to show you real quick.
Yeah. I
in
think
the middle of Duval
them,
Street.
Yeah.
Right there. Look at that. That's one of the shots.
Nice.
On top of Harley. I got a bunch of them to share with you guys. Oh my god. It was fucking awesome.
That sounds like it's awesome.
Yeah. It was. It really was. That was one. And then there's a club called Coyote Ugly in Key West. And I was given special permission to shoot inside of that club. This is inside of that club.
Nice.
This is when I was in Costa Rica.
I hate that damn monkey. I hate that damn monkey.
My pet.
That's not your pet.
That's my new pet.
Damn monkeys need to go to hell. They're worse than the fucking black squirrels. They actually rank up there with the fucking black squirrels. Hate them fucking black squirrels too. Them black squirrels got jokes and shit. They make the squirrels they make the regular squirrels at the park look like Boy Scouts and shit like that. These motherfuckers will literally throw acorns and shit at your ass. Just sit there and look at you like, you want some? And they'll continue to throw shit. They don't even run. Them niggas, like if you run up on a black squirrel in Costa Rica, they don't even fucking run. They just, like you run up on them, they'll stand up like what?
Dude, I'm telling you, they're fucking crazy. Don't mess with monkeys.
No he podido volver días después. What did he say? What? Or was Khalil just talking to you?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. But like the thing that bothers me is that I can't move as fast as I can think sometimes, and I'm always, the only thing that I'm really worried about is that people won't see the real me. You know, that like however if I'm moving too fast, that they might just see a fleeting image of me and create a judgment based on that, and then they won't learn what I have to offer. Like that's what I worry about a lot. And I have no like reservations when I turn that switch off, but when I'm in that mode where I do want to teach somebody, I just hope that we are both good enough at communicating where, all. And that's the thing when you're like when you raise a child, it's like you hope that whatever it is that you pass to them helps them be an individual, and it does, and you hope that the knowledge that you share with them doesn't create a system where they are like dependent on getting that from you. Because I don't know, at least how I see it is I'm not going to be around forever, so I'm gonna need you to understand the knowledge that I give to you and grow with it, because that's all I'm willing to give. I can't stick around longer than it's going to take for you to learn. But as soon as I realize that you've got it, I'm going to hold you to that standard from now on. And that's like, and I hold myself to that same thing too. So it's like, I know that people can't be sticking around here forever. There's, there's money to be made, and I understand that too. It's almost like, because I got to get going too soon here because I have my other job. But that's what I want people to know is that you can approach me and be authentic, and we can grow together, or we can just go our separate ways. There's going to be no playing these games and stuff like how some people think that they can use people and abuse them for their openness.
Deal with yes people, huh? Go ahead.
Who was talking?
Me. I was saying, well, I think it cut out a little bit, but yeah, you don't want a yes person in your circle for the most part.
I really don't. I don't want somebody telling me. Exactly.
Yeah, you need somebody that can rip apart your argument.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because I was talking. Matter of fact, I'm not going to put the person's name. Yeah, because I'm not going to put the person's name out there who I was talking to earlier in Discord. But he goes to me, he goes to me something about argument. I said, well, technically, to actually be a really good arguer, you have to understand the whole entire dynamic of the argument. First off, you can't come in with 10% of the argument to basically argue a whole entire argument if you don't know the whole entire ins and outs. Like I said, the best the best arguers in the world can play devil's advocate for the most part. They can argue both sides. Like I was saying to somebody the one time when I was sitting in I was in a live stream with somebody with a bunch of people, and like I was on the opposing side against the feminists, and it got so fucking bad. It got so fucking bad that the feminists were losing so badly in that argument that I actually had to switch sides and actually help them out so they can have any valid arguments anymore.
Yeah, I've done that too.
Like if you can't do that, then you're not good at argument or debating. Like I can debate any fucking thing. Hell, I can argue why slavery is wrong and turn around and argue why slavery is right.
Yeah. You'll notice that when I wait. I'm gonna test. Can everybody hear me? I can't hear anybody right now. Hold on, let me go back.
The thing that people don't realize about me is I lost two people now. The thing that people don't realize about me when it comes to that type of stuff.
Did we reset? Yeah, I guess we did.
No, we didn't reset it. Basically, just
okay.
It just did some bullshit. Basically,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. What are you gonna finish?
I was gonna say the thing is like I won't if I'm silent in the argument. I'm not silent in the argument because you won. I'm silent in the argument because you don't.
Do you say you don't know how to listen?
You sitting there thinking your point way. I can argue your point way better than you argue your point. Then turn around and argue my point, and just argue with myself on this shit way better than you're arguing with yourself. And this is what a lot of people miss about me. I'm just sitting here listening to you and understanding the fact that you suck at this argument, and I could do your argument a lot better than you right now.
Mm-hmm.
So like I'm not gonna. It's kind of like my argument. It's kind of like when I say about arguing. Don't argue with somebody that's not willing to receive your argument.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, understand what an argument is, and the dynamics of it, and you'll know when you're arguing and when you're not. Because most of the time, when people think they're arguing, they're just ranting, or they're not ranting. But what are they doing? They're arguing with themselves, and they're not participating in the discussion. You'll notice that when we start these things, I kind of let Tico take the lead, because I know in my heart that if I were to jump in too early and start taking sides, it's kind of like I don't really get nervous about doing the live streams anymore, because I understand that like everybody's here to discuss something, and we're all going to take the time to listen to what each other has to say. And when I hear people come on the live stream and just immediately start taking sides and start criticizing somebody, I'm like, what are you doing, basically? Like that's what I think in my head. Like, if there's something that you want to say, just wait for an opportunity to say it, and then present it, and then everybody will receive it. Don't try to force it down my throat. You know, that's basically why I'm not nervous anymore, or why I don't get
like, what are you trying to tell me here? What are you trying to say?
What are you trying to convince? My thing with that is, are you trying to convince me, or are you trying to convince yourself? And that's always
most
been
of the time.
thing.
It's usually themselves, because they have to validate their shit. They're sitting at home by themselves. They got nobody else to validate this shit with. So they basically, instead of sitting in the mirror and in front of the fucking mirror and sounding stupid as fuck to themselves, they come on here and sound fucking stupid as shit.
And the thing about that is like, and this is something that people don't realize about me, because I've actually quoted this song many times in my live streams.
Mm. Oh my gosh!
I've actually quoted this song many times in this live stream. I say, and I quote, Young Jeezy, everybody switching up sides. Who can you trust? Believe what you want to believe. What's to discuss? I'm the type of nigga throw you the whip and ride the bus, but I'll still give a nigga my last enough is enough. That is me to a fucking T. That is me to a fucking T. It would never change for any fucking body. It would never change. Like I said, everybody is switching up sides. Who can you trust? Believe what you want to believe. What's to discuss? I'm the type of nigga throw you the whip and ride the bus, but I'll still give a nigga my last enough is enough. That's some profound shit. That is some very profound shit. And that's all in one verse. And that's exactly how I operate, no matter what. That's actually Young Jeezy, not Jay-Z. Secrecy, got that wrong. It's Young Jeezy. He said, "Fuck Jay-Z." That's a Young Jeezy. But yeah, it's just stuff like that. And it's just stuff along the lines of that makes me who I am for the most part. Because like, legit, if I like you and I think you're going some places, nigga, if you're really down and out, nigga, I will give you the belt that I'm wearing, even if I need the shit to give you. So, because I remember the one time I actually gave this black kid a belt so he can go to his interview because his pants was falling off his ass. Now I needed my belt for work, but he needed it more than I do so he can catch that interview. He actually got a job at that place, and he actually bought me a belt from that place that he works at now. He actually got me a belt with his first paycheck, basically to pay me back for the most part, because I helped him get an interview. I helped him, I gave him the belt for the most part. He never gave me my actual belt back, but he bought me a new belt for all intents and purposes, which is actually pretty funny. Mm-hmm. But like, I'm willing to help you as long as you're willing to help yourself.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not willing to help yourself, I'm not, like I said in one last stream, I'm not willing to sink my resources into a sinking ship.
Yeah,
I'd rather sink my
neither in my time. Yeah,
myself.
like I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to waste my time with somebody who's just trying to score points in this live stream.
Yeah,
like I don't want
to waste my time trying with anybody trying to score points. Period.
And
like, that's a waste of time.
Yeah, if it comes to me growing, I'm looking to master what it is that I do. I'm not really looking I'm not looking to watch amateur work or listen to somebody who doesn't know what they're talking about. Like I'm ready to shut somebody down simply for the fact that if it sounds like you're not even confident in it, is that what you're saying? Then how am I going to be confident listening to it?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Help me, help you. What is that from Jerry Maguire? Yeah, Jerry Maguire. Help me, help you.
Help you. Yeah, I know.
What are you doing, Double I? Yeah, help me, help you.
No.
Literally,
it's messing me up when I go look at my messages. So yeah, just try not to
Sorry about
get
that.
it out of that. No, it's
Yeah,
He's
I'm
jumping
done.
in and he keeps falling in and falling out and shit. Like, wait a minute, what are you doing, Double I?
no, it's all good. It's all good. It's just like the technical issues. I'm in the browser right now, and I actually have to bounce out. So I think this was a good forum. Anybody who's listening to this for any for or to this is a and yeah, anyone who's listening to this, in order to like put in context with like yesterday, it literally has nothing to do with yesterday. Like this is just a forum. This is to help people understand and take pride in themselves, and to understand what it is that you should be giving your attention to, because that's the most valuable currency in the entire world.
Facts.
And if you're paying attention to us because you hate us, or because you're ready to pick apart what it is that we're saying, I mean, congratulations, you just wasted an hour and 20 minutes of your life.
Yeah, right?
Legit.
So,
No, rewind and re-listen, because you're going to learn something too.
Exactly.
Listen back.
This is constructive. We're trying to help people. We're not trying to.
We're trying to help you,
somebody.
son.
Yeah, we're not trying to
help you. About that, what a lot of people don't know about
we're
the forum.
All in here.
Yeah, the sad part, what a lot
So
of people don't know about the forum.
all three of us, we're trying to help you understand things about yourself.
And the sad part about the forum, what people don't realize, is the forum's not just for men; it's for everybody, from every walk of life.
Man. Yeah,
you could be women, you could be women. Like
that I'm talking to when I say this. I'm not aiming at anybody. Sure, if somebody wants to get in the way, like I said, the speed that I move at, I'm gonna run your ass over.
Legit.
I want to remind you of something, Yam. Remember this guy?
Knock it off.
No, it's cool. It's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah.
Remember that guy?
I remember him, man. So filled with hate. He is so filled with hate.
So this is what I'm talking about. So when we say we dissect shit on this show to teach people lessons and things that we've experienced, this is the kind of thing that I'm talking about. This image right here that I got on the screen here sparks a very I want to say strong memory for Yan.
A vivid memory.
Exactly when that happened. Yeah, it's a vivid memory. The reason why I'm bringing it up is because I saw Yan carrying himself very well against this guy right here. As a matter of fact, this guy was sitting in a particular spot. I'm not going to get into details, but he shouldn't have been. And Yam's looking at him like, "What's going on?" And he's looking at me, and I'm sitting directly in front of him, and I take his shot. And and he's looking at me like, "Why are you taking my
weakness,
picture?"
man?
And he just completely freaks out.
Yeah,
he's just a weak.
Double I fell out.
Yeah. To build on that, I mean, like I have a very if you ever meet me in person, you'll notice that like I have a very double. I'm just building on what it is you were just talking about. Like you'll notice that I have a very penetrating stare, and it's
double I.
I don't know what's going on.
It's just the it's the interface. I think it's interesting because StreamYard is like so functional in certain ways, but you try to just do like something small and it screws up the whole software. But like it's a great software, but it just has that little idiosyncrasy about it. But that you'll notice.
I'm trying a desktop version. That's why I'm like screwing up because I have it installed on it. Yeah. I'm trying a desktop version on that. Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
But like the thing that people realize about me is that like I'm not willing to change how I look at you based on how you're acting towards me. I kind of set the tone of how the interaction goes based on that first look. And it's like I won't really ignore somebody initially. But if I notice you before you notice me, and I think that you're going to be looking for validation, I will flat out ignore you. And that's what I did to this person, is that because people will try to look, like, even though they're not trying to get your attention, they will post up in a way that'll make
get your attention.
They're trying to make you feel a certain way.
Yeah.
And that shit really has no effect on me. So if it sucks for you if I need something from you and you're trying to act like that, because I'll make you feel absolutely like shit about yourself because I reflect how you're acting. And it's like, if you're trying to make people feel bad, that literally bounces off me and goes directly into your psyche. Like, because my mind's basically a freaking iron curtain at this point. It's gotten to the point where like literally there's really nothing that can affect my innermost psyche. And that's why I need you guys. That's why you guys are good, because you break down my arguments and you actually remind me of who I am. But like with people in public, oh hell no. They're not, like, there's no way anybody's gonna affect me, like, because I know as soon as I leave the house, everything out there is a threat for the most part. And I can have that philosophy and still understand that there are genuine people, good people out there. But like when you start picking sides, that's when you start putting a mask over, a good mask over people who are terrible, shitty people. They're so bad, and they have nothing. Then they don't care about you at all, man. And you want to support them because you're you're blowing that rhetoric so hard that you just like, you love it. You actually love it. And I really want this to be recorded, because that's what I want it to do. I want it to stand as a reminder that even though there are people who are going to paint this to be bad, it exists nonetheless. And that's what's freaking great about the internet. Like, to me, that's what's freaking great about expression in general, is because you can't turn a brush stroke into a pen, or you can't. Yeah, if I'm a brush, you can't make me be rigid. You can't make me be rigidly defined. I'm gonna have every last hair of that brush is gonna move with depth and curvature and rhythm, and it's gonna show what it's gonna show. You can't repaint the picture that I paint, because that's how I am. That's how I want everyone to be. Like, I don't, anything that I do that I share that's personal, it's because I want somebody to experience it.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, and I want them to experience it if it's bad without having going through it.
Yeah. And the thing I've noticed about a lot of stuff when it comes to me is, like, I'm not big on smiling. Like, I may smile in videos, but I'm not really big on smiling in person. I'm not a big smiler at all. And I'm always with my one coworker always referred to it when I used to work with her as male resting bitch face. So I basically look like the best person I can actually describe. I look like Putin in all his damn pictures for the most part. Vladimir Putin in all his pictures, where he's not smiling and he's just looking at you, just giving you that deadpan stare for the most part. That's typically me across the board to anybody all the time, no matter if you're family or friend or foe or wherever the hell. That's pretty much my look. But yeah, I mean, like, I've been told I got a beautiful smile. I've been told that I got a beautiful laugh. I've been told all this stuff. I got told I have a contagious laugh, or just shit like that. But like, I don't really do it that often. When I do, it's like one of those things where, like, you take it and you capture it. It's like, Tico actually smiled with me. Tico actually laughed with me.
Try taking a picture of him in a family environment when he's smiling like that. Unfortunately, it's not very good. You got to poke him in the side, maybe kick him and make him smile. Remind him of the time he sniped out somebody or something.
Yeah. But see, the problem, if I smile, I got all my teeth, and the camera's going to, and the camera and the lighting is going to fuck up the whole entire thing, because it's going to reflect off my teeth. So everybody's going to look like ghosts when it gets done.
That's funny.
Oh my god.
Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, so like the lighting, we all fucked up from my teeth. Oh goodness. But yeah, it's like, it's one of those things where I actually smile. It's like you actually earn the smile, or you earn the laugh for the most part.
Yeah.
And so, like, I don't do it very often. So my children will tell you a lot. Like, I remember one time my daughter, she won her soccer game, and she came to me, goes, "How did I do, Daddy?" And I just looked at her and go, "You did pretty good." And she looked at the card, I must not have did good. He didn't smile.
You think it's-
He didn't say, he must not have did good. He didn't smile. But yeah, it's just generally how I act, how I pretty much carry myself. I'm always a stoic person
Mhm.
in everyday life. So if you actually see me smile, it's actually this is basically one of those things where this one's for you, pimp. This one's for you for the most part. Um, that's all it really is. What's up? What's up, Valhalla? Coming late to the party again? Hey, better late.
Valhalla in the house.
Better late than never. We still gotta hash out this daggone stabbing thing. Why these
Oh,
people are
yeah.
stabbing you?
We
I
still
never
need to talk
about
about
it.
that.
This is the perfect time to go. Come on, Valhalla, jump on board, buddy. Get on the stream.
Yeah,
Let's
man.
hear your stabbing stories. I want to definitely hear it.
You want in Valhalla so we can hear this crap? We're trying
Come
to figure
on,
out
dude.
what the hell you do to make women
Come on,
want
you
to stab
isolated, bored guy. You got to be bored, self-isolating. You got to be
Busy being
able to
bored.
talk to somebody.
you.
Get in here.
You want in, Val? Are you really ignoring me right now, Valhalla?
He's ignoring us. I think he's ignoring us. Negative R. Oh, it says seeker.
Oh, yeah.
He's saying seeker.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
saying hot speaker. Yeah.
That's like some stuff that I'll do. Like somebody be like, oh, say Aaron, say, like, this and that, this sounds about you. Wow, that was bad, huh? That was bad, huh? Oh, what's up, this other guy? I don't. I'm just flat out like,
Yeah,
because
goodness.
it's like it's hard to respond when somebody is like makes a comment, like a sideways comment at you. It's hard to fight back against that and still maintain your dignity. Some people can do it.
Yeah.
I like Tom Likas. He's one of my favorites because he's like not afraid ever, and he just welcomes anybody to come and talk to him. Like whatever guy he is outside of it, you got to respect him for his craft, like his ability to just like, you know, fight back people who just want to throw hate and throw shade. And I respect people like that who are okay with coming into a space where they know they're gonna get made fun of. Like sometimes I just decide to opt out. Like I'm thinking about I'm probably gonna leave right now just because
Yeah.
it's getting to be that time. And
Yeah.
yeah, basically I've said everything that I wanted to say. So I hope that everyone that's watching it likes it. And just reading this comment right here.
Yeah. It was Seekers a trip. I fell asleep on the last one. How y'all going to do a stream longer than the annual MiGTOW summit? Because I'm Tico motherfucking Tren. That's how. And I'm looking like this. As long as you're having fun, do it with it for the most part. Like I never want the streams to go as long as they do. But if somebody keeps on bringing up jokes and keeps on bringing up good points, it's like, fuck it. Might as well keep it running. I mean, I always want to keep it like at least I always try to keep it like at least like 2 hours, 2.5 hours max. Sometimes an hour and a half. Like
so
an hour and a half.
If you deconstruct why we do, you know, some of these streams and why they go on as long as they do and everything like that, reality is, okay, so you got two things. Number one, and the obvious one is we're all isolated right now, right? So I can't go do missions. I can't go do my personal hobbies. I can't do anything. So I'm stuck on this, right? But what do we do? And we do very well. We help men. We help men on this channel, number one. We help men through, you know, different ways on Discord and other vessels, so to speak. And so when we do get on here and we start talking for hours or whatever, number one, we can't do anything else because we're self-isolating. And we're able to multitask in the things that we do in our homes because we're so damn good at what we do.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why we've been going long on these streams lately. But on the other side of this is because we're so isolated, we want to hear familiar voices, number one, voices of reason and agree with the thought process that we are currently on. So if you're trying to avoid that indoctrination, you're not going to want to watch CNN or anything else like that on, you know, TV. You're going to want to go listen to people that you could relate to. Why? Because they don't believe in the BS that's being spewed in front of you. And that's why these streams have been going on as long as they do.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, just my thought.
Yeah. then on top of that, you also got to take consideration too. A lot of times in the streams, a lot of shit comes up. Even when you're about to end it, somebody comes up with a great idea, and it's like, okay, now we got to drag this on for another 35, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm thinking.
I
But
don't want
everybody else is
anything.
like, yes, another new topic. I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah, I don't want anything. I want the stream to be long because I see it like this. Like I don't want anyone to be, I don't want anyone to have dissonance with what they're hearing and what they
Yeah.
and what they're living. So it's like anything that I want to say on the stream, I want it to reflect reality, and which is why
Yeah.
it needs to be long. Like because reality is freaking drawn out, and it's freaking like that's why I want people like because like I want this to last somebody long enough where they're not going to get sick of it. And the problem is like I've listened back to some of the other streams. Like there's times where I hate the sound of my voice sometimes, or like that's part of the experience. That's
Right.
why I do this.
You're putting yourself out like that.
I'm not building boats or anything. I'm not freaking trying to be something that I'm not. I'm being this because I want to be. I want to have this as record, and I think
You're
Tico
absolutely right.
for
You're
giving me
absolutely right.
For sure.
You're absolutely right. And as far as building boats go, that's shout out to Idaho Shipbuilder. That's his game.
Yeah.
So when you want to learn how to build model ships and see how it's done and all that good stuff, go take a look at Idaho Shipbuilder's live stream, or I'm sorry, channel, and he'll show you he built the Titanic and that sort of thing, right? So going on what you were saying, right, exactly. We're here for purpose. We're here to help. We're here for you guys.
Yeah, definitely. And another topic I wanted to bring up because I just thought of it in the middle of this stream was about education. Arguing about education or how much education you got really isn't you. The question is, what is it about you that got you through that education? What is it that made you persevere to actually get through that education? What made you that better person to actually make you finish your education for the most part? Because just because you got education, that don't mean shit for the most part. Arguing about education or how long you went to school don't mean shit for the most part. You know what I mean? Because that's not your character. That's not who you really are for the most part. Who you are is not your education. Like basically using your education to promote yourself is the same thing that feminists do. Or women or these independent women do for the most part. I should get a man because I have this education. That really doesn't
No, express your experiences, not your education.
Your education doesn't mean dick. Hell, I went to school in like four different countries. But I don't talk about all my education for the most part all the damn time because that's just pointless and it's just bullshit and it's rhetoric and it's nothing more than a pissing competition. And that makes me think when you actually talk about your education, either A, you really don't got it, or B, that's all you got to stand on. That's your whole entire personality is wrapped around your education for the most part. So education doesn't mean shit to me. It's about who you are inside. That means everything to me, if you know what I mean. Because I look at it like this. Like I was always
talking about biology class again. Damn.
No, we're not talking about biology class again.
Damn.
Yeah, like
I've already dissected people.
He came in, then he fell out again. Look at what's his name showed up. But the thing is, though, the thing is, like, what a lot of people don't realize about me, I don't really care what you did or what you went to school for. Because
most scientists are dumb as hell.
9 times out of 10, we probably went to school for the same damn thing, or if not, in the same damn realm. So I really don't care what your schooling is. And what a lot of people don't realize about this is I don't like that stuff doesn't matter to me. That shit doesn't impress me. Like what can you do on the ground is all I care about for the most part. Like it doesn't matter what education you got. If you can't apply it on ground or apply it in my party, then your education means dick to me. Like a good example of that is if I got dropped off in the middle of North Korea and I got captured and they needed a scientist for molecular genetics, that would actually benefit me. You see what I'm saying? Or if they needed somebody who speaks multiple languages and went to school for foreign affairs or diplomacy and foreign affairs, I will be that nigga. But if the question is, what does your education got to do with your everyday life if you're not applying it?
Diggity dog.
And it's
Psychesoap.
like
On Psychesoap, Psychesoap, I'm gonna pass the ball to you, man. You take this forum into a positive direction, man. Lead people the way that they deserve to go, man. You take the reins, man. I gotta go out. Yeah, this is the alley-oop.
It worked out,
See
and
you,
then they worked it
See you.
in.
I'll be listening.
Roni has done it again.
Roni.
We're talking about positive stuff today, so we're not going to bring up anything else. Basically, we're talking about people bettering themselves and not using other people as crutches, and to prop up their ego or themselves, or basically in betterment of yourself for the most part. So
Right on. Okay. Well, brothers, if you're within the sound of my voice and within earshot of this video, and if you still got a job, I know I said that, you got to get that middle finger money, fellas. Diversify your motherfucking funds. Protect your
Facts.
goddamn neck. This stock market, yeah, it's a no-no. But if you still got to invest, put it in these healthcare companies, these pharmaceutical companies, because they're in the race for that vaccine, quote, unquote.
Yep.
You know what
They
I'm saying?
jumping.
And also get that silver, get that gold while you still can, because it's that bargain basement, baby. You got to stack and move. Stack and move, fam.
and if you
Right.
can't get diamonds too, that would actually work out for you better.
Get that. Get that shit, fam.
You can
Facts.
actually
Make
move.
sure
You
they're
can
not
actually move a
industrial,
pouch.
though.
You can actually move a pouch of diamonds easier than you can move a couple bars of gold.
Stack and move.
Stack and move, definitely.
Especially raw
Stack and
diamonds.
motherfucking
Oh yeah,
move.
definitely.
You know? Because, yeah,
Especially
man.
because they're not on the market and they're not counted for.
Always keep a small pouch of raw with you.
Oh, definitely.
Seriously.
I agree 100% on that one. Definitely always keep
It'll
a small
get you
pouch
a
of raw
lot of
diamonds.
places.
Oh, definitely. And it might seem hard to actually trade them in, but if you use that gold and silver, you'll eventually get to the people you need to actually trade it in. Or if you can actually if you send me an email, I can actually point you to the people where you can trade that shit in
Plus, diamonds are harder to trace.
and come by.
Yeah.
Especially if they're raw, because they haven't been etched and they don't have any
No, if they're cut, there's no sense in working with them because
there's no
you
because
can
like
basically laser etch a serial number into a diamond.
yeah, so the people would know who they belong to for the most part. If they're raw, then use it.
Mm-hmm. You know, research some of those damn healthcare companies out there, because it may seem like it's bargain basement, but dude, you're getting in on the ground floor, on the right shit, on the right foundation. Because when stuff starts looking up, and one of them motherfuckers found that damn vaccine or the infrastructure put in place to use it. Now, you know, you can call it real or not, but if you're having it, at least you're hedging your bets. You know what I'm saying? When you're doing that, I don't necessarily recommend stocks or bonds, but yo, rock that shit. You know, bonds just went up. You know, but
rock what you know and what you the something that somebody told me. If you're first going to break into like the stock market, do what you know and what you use, because you can never go wrong with something that you know and you use and other people use too on a regular basis. So if you're going to get into the stock market, definitely start with something that you know and use and has been time tested for the most part.
Microsoft is a good company to get into right about now.
They're tech, so here's the thing.
Yeah.
Now, maybe if they're going into the Internet of Things, because that's going to be all the rage.
They've already been. Because look it up River from Microsoft right now. They got that split screen phone tablet thing coming out. Everybody's looking for that. You know, I've been waiting for that motherfucker. I've been drooling, right? So that's one.
Mm.
They got the Office 360 thing going on, right? So everybody's using it right now. So everybody's on that Microsoft's platform using Word, using Excel, using whatever.
Is it Xbox made by them too?
Yep, Xbox is made by Microsoft. So look how much better the new Xbox is compared to the PS4 specs. I mean, I'm serious, man. Microsoft's a good company to buy right now.
You know, I always notice that Xbox usually comes out just as shortly after the new PlayStation comes out anyway.
Yep.
Yeah. The Internet of Things. What I mean by that is things like, refrigerators that can tell you the weather and shit on the screen, Alexa, shit like that, And that's
Oh, I
going
know
to
what you
be all
meant.
the rate. Robotics, you know what I'm saying?
Or
SBC stuff,
AI. AI.
small board
AI.
computers or single board
AI.
computers.
Yeah, there you go. There
Yeah,
we are.
we were talking about that on another live stream. We were talking about putting a Raspberry Pi together to be as your go-between for external
I'll bring
internet sites and your phone. So take, for instance, instead of you connecting to other people's networks, you put a Raspberry Pi together, with a battery, a couple of 18650s or something like that, power to USB, and then power your Raspberry Pi, have enough battery to last you 24 hours, and then you carry that shit with you. So basically, any access point you want to connect to, like take, for instance, Starbucks, Wendy's, McDonald's, any public Wi-Fi at the park, at the library, at the law center, wherever you go, right? You let the Raspberry Pi connect automatically, and it filters your internet, blocks all the ads and all that bullshit, protects you from whoever else is on that internet or on that network, and keeps you safe. And then meanwhile, all your devices are connected to your Raspberry Pi already. So you ain't got to change nothing on your device or nothing like that. All you do is set up a Pi, and everyone who you allow to connect to that Pi has the same basic protections that you would. It's basically walking around with a little black box in your pocket.
Shit is real in the field. Hey,
you know what I'm probably going to do? I'm probably going to order the new Pi, because I have the 3 doing my stuff, right? And I also have a Asus Tinker board. But I'm probably going to order the new Pi since I'm on a bench for a little while, and make a new black box, and then throw the instructions up on either this stream or another stream, and share it with you guys, because it's a good way of protecting your data. Just saying. Very good way of protecting your data. And even if you want, like if there's videos that you watch, like if you let me be very safe and clear. If you own a collection of videos that you have purchased legally and you want to carry them around with you, well, you throw them on that black box on a share chip, right? So now you're not taking up, data or space on your phone or your tablet or whatever else. You have access to a network share that you're already carrying around with you anyway. Yeah. So I'll throw up a video for that. I'll try and take some time to do that for you guys.
Sweet. Shit.
What else is going on, Psychesoap?
Well, I said all of that just to say
how's that Roni treating you?
Well, I'm recovered, baby. I'm good. Ain't no
You're
more
a recovered Ronier?
Recovering Rowdy, baby. You know what I'm saying?
You're a recovered Roni. Wow.
Recovered the Rowdy.
Congratulations. Welcome to the other side.
Crazy bitch, dog. You know what I'm saying? So in my second job that came from and everything, this woman ordered 16 gallons of distilled water and had a mask on and shit. And they want me to bring this shit out to her. Motherfucker, y'all better have a mask too. If I'm gonna do this shit. But I'm gonna play the game, you know what I'm saying? Stack and move. I said all of that mess just to say this. Crisis equals opportunity. I can't put that no better way than that.
You know what? We're all money makers and hustlers. That's exactly what's going to happen. Exactly. Crisis equals opportunity. When you know people are fearing for your life, or their life, there's opportunity to make money. Plain and simple.
That middle finger money, y'all.
That middle finger money. Exactly. But here's the thing.
Yeah.
These people are creating their own problem. Supply and demand, right? Demand is increased exponentially. Dude, if you're in America, go the fuck home. Stay in the house unless you're going out for a walk or something like that. And if you are, avoid people.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
They don't overly social motherfuckers.
No. I don't see anybody isolated, man. Nobody is isolated.
Me neither. No,
Well,
we get
women,
it in the same line.
women are not going to self-isolate, especially if they can pretty much use
No, that's
Dude,
right.
yo,
And it's
especially not them.
mostly I'm seeing women with
yeah.
pushing strollers, you know, in their spandex and fucking yoga pants. Oh, it's so disgusting. I'm just yeah, gross.
And so like they're not gonna pretty much self-isolate if they can pretty much swing to another branch by any chance or a better situation.
And that's exactly what they try to do too when they're out there. Is they're trying to fish hook it another male.
They definitely, and I've seen women just play it up all the time outside, and it's like ridiculous. It's like real ridiculous. Because I was laughing at one time because I remember when I landed in Pittsburgh to get my hair cut. There was women wearing nothing but yoga pants and those spandex pants. Then when I got to Sadler City, same fucking thing. Then as I was like because my two daughters got baptized for the most part, which was like a ridiculous ordeal because you can't really congregate over 10. So like we had to keep on going outside and switching off on people who can be in the church for the most part, so we don't get arrested and shit over a baptism. The children, the funny thing about it is the two babies actually counted in that count too, apparently. So both my twins got baptized. They counted as two people, and along with the pastor, and so like we had to literally like run in and out to pretty much witness the whole entire thing, so people can actually witness the whole entire ordeal, which was really sad. But when I was there and leaving, women were wearing pretty much spandex and yoga pants. And the sad part about that is when I got back on a plane and got back across the border, everybody was wearing normal clothes. Blue jeans. They were wearing fucking boots, blue jeans, shirts, hats, scarves. They were pretty much all dressed up. They weren't wearing yoga pants. And it made me laugh at the drastic difference between Costa Rica and America when it comes to women. Like, don't get me wrong, there are some women who literally wear yoga pants, but they're literally coming from a yoga gym or from working out for the most part. And it is what it is. And when you notice that, it's like the funniest thing in the world. Like, okay, she's coming. Like a good example of that, if you go to Costa Rica and you actually look at a woman, oh, she's coming from yoga or she's coming from the gym. If you come to America, she's just out here like that just to look like that. And that's legit the mentality when it comes to stuff like that I've always noticed. Like when you're in America, she's just out here just looking like that, just to look like that. When you're in Costa Rica, she's literally leaving the gym or yoga studio.
Dude, nothing says desperation like yoga pants and spandex.
Definitely.
Oh yeah, big time.
Because the cottage cheese it hides inside, the within, it's like taking apart a Twinkie.
Mm-hmm. Ugh. Yeah, man. They're obsessively social. Obsessively social.
Women are especially social.
Sadly. Look at me. I'm going to drive my cart right in front of you just so you can see my ass. No, I don't want to.
Yeah, I had a woman. I was walking the other day in the United States, and like I was coming out of a store, and this woman literally sped up in front of me just so I could tried to speed up in front of me so I could look at her, basically. It's like, dude, let it go. Please just let it go. And it's just stuff like that just blows my mind when I see stupid shit like that happen. Like, dude, I'm not here for you. I'm here to get this fucking whatever the fuck I got from the store for the most part. It's just shit like that. Like, I'm not here for you. I'm here for formula. I'm not here for you. I'm here for this. I'm not here for you. I'm here for this. And it's just stuff like that where like you got people that literally try to get in your way. And the thing that pisses me off the most, and I've seen this a shit ton in America. Why the hell do you need to bend over in front of me and have your cleavage all hanging out? Why? How does that help us find what's on the shelf? How does that help us find what I'm looking for in the store? How does that help us with a conversation when you're literally like leaning over just to show me your cleavage on purpose?
Especially when you're in a country, one of the countries anyway, that's known for the Me Too.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, dude, you literally are like literally bending over to show me your cleavage so I can look so you can Me Too me, basically. That's basically how I view women in America anymore. Like, I view every woman as a chance of a Me Too case. Yeah. And it's sad, but it's so true. Like
yes. Yeah. It's like every woman you run into is a chance at a Me Too case. Exactly. Yeah. Not interested.
Because I remember I said to this one woman, she was talking to me, and like I was walking, she goes, well, aren't you going to talk to me? I go, No, I'm trying to go somewhere. Why aren't you going to talk to me? Because you look like a Me Too case going wrong. I just kept, and I sped up my walk and I got in my car and I drove off. Like, you look like a Me Too case going wrong. And that's exactly what I said, and I got in my car. And the sad part about that is, like, dude, no, I don't need to explain myself to you. First off, I'm not going to tell you my whole entire back story or back life. Dude, first off, I'm already spoken for, so I'm going to need you to manage your fucking business. But I don't need to tell you that because it's none of your damn business for the most part, because we don't know each other like that. And that's exactly how I operate. Like, dude, look, no, I don't need you in my face with titties. I don't need you in my face with ass.
They all just want your business, man.
They all want my
business.
Well, the sad part about that, when we say business, we mean attention. They want you to pay them attention. That's business. That's the currency that they're accepting from you. Is business. Your attention.
Insane with it, man.
And it's so sad. It's so sad when you watch women do that shit or act
And
like
in
they.
wise words of a lion. Hashtag MiGTOW lion. Give them nothing.
Yeah. Line of MiGTOW.
Nothing.
Give them nothing.
Give them nothing. Swirl toilets. Swirl around. Let that fucking swirl around your little head for a little while. Fuck them.
If he said that shit, I
Give
would
them
bust out
nothing.
laughing if he said that. Let that swirl around in your head. Cum bucket. I think he said cum buckets at one point too. I think.
Dude, he comes up with the most awesome stuff. The line of MiGTOW is parallel to no other. He is on his own plane. He is definitely on his own plane.
I
would love to talk to that man one day, just pick his brain. He's a great guy. He seems like he's been through a lot.
Yeah, I listen to
He's a
Line of
good guy.
MiGTOW, like probably like Lemio and Line of MiGTOW and Lemio, Line of MiGTOW and Sandman. And I think Undead Chronic actually made a comeback because his channel's not banned right now. He has another channel at least. I watch him and I watch Quiet Earp.
Undead was in this summit. Yeah, what happened to Quiet Earp, man?
His channel got struck. He had to make a new channel.
On YouTube, what is the name of his new channel?
It's the same thing. I'll shoot you a link by text message.
All right. All the feminists, all the sperm toilets, all the Klingon bitches,
right?
And the butter knife. Butter knife? Really,
Klingon bitches. Oh,
Ryan,
butter
knife?
Right? He literally says this. He says the craziest shit that sounds so cool when he says it. Like legit.
A butter knife?
Butter knife?
He's right though.
Like,
Klingon bitches.
Butter knife?
Like, have you ever seen a Klingon bitch?
Yeah, I know.
Have you ever seen? And they look. Oh, forget it.
But check
they
it
look
out,
just
though.
like one too. The sad part about that,
they
they
do
look just like one.
They do
Yes.
look
He
like
don't be
them.
joking
The
about
heads and
that shit.
everything.
Dude, he's right on point, man. He's right. The line is right on point.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
But he said, but with his names though, it got fucking far. But he was like yelling off all these names. But then he said all these butter knives, and I'm like, butter knives? What the fuck is a butter knife?
Nigga, what? I'm gonna need you to slow down and explain this to me, Line. Explain this shit to me, nigga. Explain this shit to me.
Butter knife.
Butter knife. Yeah, he will come up with some shit.
Man. The man
I'm telling you, man. One day,
the mangina butt plugs.
We're gonna have a live stream. Hopefully, he'll join us, and we're gonna have a Cuban. Each one of us is gonna be smoking a Cuban cigar and listening to him talking about these Klingon bitches and how you should avoid them and not get into their sperm toilets or twats. Just saying.
That'd be lovely. That would be a blessing. That would be a blessing. That would be a blessing.
That would be a blessing
right there.
Hell yeah, that would be fun.
That would probably be the blessing of blessings. That'd be pretty much equivalent to like Sandman getting in the live stream.
Yeah. Seeker, you're right. I wish he made longer videos too, but you know what? The ones that he creates are quite informative.
Yeah,
quite informative. He he's one of the MiGTOW brothers that brought me into the red pill.
Yeah.
Double I wasn't always in the red pill.
Yeah, because I know like those are all like the big name people I watch, but all the non big people that don't got that many sub counts is Janky, MiGTOW in the Wind. I don't know how many. Psychesoap. I think you got a decent amount of subs, but I do watch you a lot. I watch True Sherm.
Immortal Minds.
Immortal Minds.
Immortal Minds is crazy.
Immortal Minds, man.
Before I forget them.
Soul Immortal.
Victor Von Frankenstein. Another one I watched. And
Yeah.
I do watch a lot of whenever what's his name uploads videos. I mean gameplay. Harkin. I watch Harkin too. He mainly does gameplay and stuff like that though, but I do watch his shit.
Lord of the Fallen. Yeah.
Yeah, I do
I've
watch
heard of
his
him.
shit, but that's like all the small people. I watch Psychesoap. I watch Freaky Jersey Tales on Anchor. So if you ever get Anchor, go to Anchor. I watch Screwhead even though he's going through his beef with all the rest of them. I still watch him. I still watch him 100%. I definitely watch Screwhead too. He cracks me up with his crazy ass self.
Yo,
Our
yeah.
pause. Our pause
Screwhead
be
be on some
throwing
fun
out some good shit out lately.
Good
Doing
goodness.
some music videos and comic videos and shit like that. Shout out to our pause.
Yeah. Well, he's not a small content creator though. He's a bigger one.
Yeah.
No, he is. That's right.
Our pause
Yeah,
is
he is a bigger one.
worldwide.
But he bounced in and
Worldwide.
bounced out, so you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just
Well,
saying.
yeah. There's him too. Yeah. So he did come through.
He's
Yeah,
been
pretty much
on that. He's been on the secret society kick lately.
Yeah.
Well,
My
that's
God.
because
I
he's a
haven't
woke.
seen those videos yet,
He's
but
a
I
woke
plan on watching them
JW.
later.
He's a woke JW. He used to be in the Jehovah's Witness
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
cult, and now
Right.
he's not.
Damn, dude, this guy. Well, yeah, check him out from time to time. I mean, shit, and then
I
I'll
haven't seen
even
it.
get
I
into
haven't
the
seen his video
archive.
about 3 days, so I definitely gotta go check it out whenever I get downtime.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he gets on him. He gets on him. He's like he goes down the rabbit
Dude,
hole.
those Penny videos where he's got her running around dancing and doing
Stop
ballerina
it.
bullshit and
Stop
fat
it.
cheeks.
Forum.
Oh, I'm just saying.
Forum.
All right, fine. I'm just saying his videos are really nice. That's all.
Goodness.
Yeah. Fuck Pity Proud. Oh, that's it.
It's like, so
I'm
please
done.
don't make me put you out. Please don't make me put you out.
You know I like me that Penny though.
I probably.
The person's not here to defend herself, so I'm gonna need you not to attack.
No, I'm not talking anything bad. I'm saying I think
I'll be good. I swear.
I'm just saying.
This is forum. Now, if this was table flip,
I'm gonna be good.
if this was table flip,
man.
go ham. Go
Swiper
ham
no
on table
swiping.
flip. This is
Swiper no
forum.
swiping.
We're not doing
I got
that
you.
shit.
I'm gonna be good. I'll be
This
nice.
is forum.
Crack
We're not
the whip.
about bashing people. We're trying to help
Crack the
people
whip, bro.
here. Damn.
Crack the whip.
God, people. Y'all see what I deal with on this shows?
Spiky no swiping.
Savages. Fucking savages.
Savages.
Psyche no sniping. Psyche no sniping. Oh man.
You know, you see the
Thank you, Seeker.
the label
Them's the
today,
rules.
right?
Them's the rules. Thank you, Seeker. Seeker knows the rules.
What is
he has yet to be in a live stream, but he knows the freaking rules. On
what is
forum
the
on no auction
what does the
and forum,
tag
he
say
knows
today?
the rules. Huh?
What does the tag say today?
It says forum.
No. DIE.
Okay, it doesn't matter.
Listen,
It doesn't matter.
I don't.
Like I said, Spanish rules.
I don't
Spanish
play favorites.
Spanish rules apply.
I don't play favorites. I don't play favorites. I hate everyone.
We're not in these ones that would be attacking people for the most part. Like this was table flip. Y'all can pretty much have free reign.
Dora, the explorer, the grown up. Oh man.
Simpleton.
Don't make me do the backpack song.
Didn't they come up with an adult version of her or like a movie
Dora
version
the
of her?
grown up. It was funny.
They did like a porno version of her too on Pornhub, I think.
Oh, good Lord.
Not that I would know. I'm just saying.
Oh God, what?
Yeah.
Why?
No.
Why?
What?
I'm just saying.
Why?
Just saying. People are sick, man. People are sick. There's some sick fucking people. You have no idea. As a photographer, when let me tell you the stories. But we're not going to go there because it's forum.
You. Forum, you. Hey, look this shit up, man. You can't buy tampons or condoms in North Korea, man.
What?
Yeah. True story.
Damn.
True story.
When they said the streets blood red.
Yeah. And guess what?
I ain't lying.
I bet you can't breathe and swallow at the same time.
He's a sick individual. Yeah, but there's a reason. There's a reasoning behind why they can't do that because he's basically trying to bolster up the people, the working economy, and his army for the most part. So by selling condoms and that type of stuff. He doesn't even sell birth control there. So like, yeah, none of that
I
shit.
don't think abortion is legal either.
Oh no, hell no. Oh no. Oh no. You better run across the South Korean border if you want to get an abortion. But yeah, it's just shit like
Get
that.
shot along the way.
Mm-hmm. No, the sad part about that is if you actually run to the South Korean border, actually both borders, you actually don't get shot. You just you get captured for the most part.
Have you seen the new Sentry guns?
Well, I've seen the new Sentry guns, but the sad part about that is they actually capture you and jail you in North Korea. And they basically use you as a bargaining chip.
Yeah,
that's why a lot of people are getting arrested sneaking into North Korea. I didn't see the border. You can't see the DMZ. You can see the DMZ from the fucking moon. You mean to tell me you didn't see the border while you were running across it?
Fucking moon. You're right.
Like, dude, you can see. You can literally see. Like, you can damn near see the DMZ makes the Great Wall of China look like nothing.
Mhm.
Like, you know when you're crossing the DMV. I mean the DMZ. You know when you're crossing the DMZ. So how can you tell me you didn't see the border when in fact, before you even get there, there's artillery on both sides of the motherfucker, in the woods and outside of the woods, on the border, in the woods, in the jungle, and outside of the jungle. There's literally artillery pieces throughout those woods and in the thing. And if you look high enough and look long enough, you can actually see guns sticking out the side of the fucking hill on the North Korean side. So how the hell did you not see the border? Especially with the big ass placard plate sitting across some of the parts of the border. How did you not see the border? Like,
Google Map that shit.
You can literally Google Map that shit. It makes the Great Wall of China look like nothing.
Holy shit. For real?
Like, people crack me up when they say that. I didn't know I was crossing the border. Really? Really, Queen? Really?
Hell no, man. Okay. Canada's number 3 in sex changes. Iran is number 2 in sex changes. Who's number 1?
Another Arab country?
No, Thailand.
Thailand. Oh, I believe it. Ladyboys? Much? Not as a Thailand?
Trap.
See, this is exactly why I don't want to travel to Thailand. And I keep telling y'all, keep going to Thailand, and this is what you're going to run into.
Literally.
Prisnap.
Yeah,
yo, did you know that cussing can increase your pain tolerance?
True story.
Shit!
Yeah.
This is why I always try to take Samuel Jackson's title for the F word.
He said it in every movie he was in.
Yeah.
Damn. Even Star Wars.
I remember one of my first short videos where I said it. I think I said it over 30 something times in about 2 minutes. Where I said I think I said F YouTube, F Harvey Weinstein, F FJWs, F fake boobs, F fake breasts, F rhinoplasty, when I was going in. It was like the funniest shit. I gotta re-upload that video. That's like the funniest shit I've ever did. I don't care anybody say. That was some funny ass shit. F this person, F that person, F these people. I literally that's all I said. Kept on saying F everybody for the most part. The whole entire video.
Yeah. Beauty and the Beast.
Did I ever tell you about the second time I got shot?
You got shot? What the fuck? Again?
And again, right? Again. Don't skip out that. Don't leave over that part. Like, again?
That's I actually shouldn't do this story today. But I got to tell you about the second time I got shot one day. It did you know what? Let me give you a brief story. Just a brief one. I won't get into gory details, right? Like why, where was, none of that, all right? I got to think it over before I tell you all those details and make sure I can't, bring somebody out into the open. So anyway, second time I got shot, I was the first time I was calm as fuck, right? The second time I was yelling at the top of my lungs, fuck, whoa! I mean, just yelling at the top of my lungs. And it wasn't that I got shot in a more painful place than the first time. It was actually less painful, literally.
It was the reason.
It was the reason. And there was a guy that was shot like 3 times next to me. And he's like, why the fuck are you yelling? And I said, well, the first time I got shot, there was a guy, I was like you, much worse off than the guy next to me. And he was yelling, fuck. And it looked like it made him feel a lot better than I was feeling. So this time around, I'm yelling, so you might want to try. And so he starts yelling. So good about it. He started yelling, fuck, till we got morphine. Then we were all fucked up.
I believe it because your body basically releases I forget the name of that shit. Basically, natural painkillers for the most part when you actually do that.
Yeah.
God damn, again? Fuck. All right, well, shit. I don't know, man. What the fuck? Elephants are the only living species other than humans that have rituals for their dead?
Yeah.
Damn. Cool.
What the hell are you reading right now? Are you reading like the popsicle sticks or the Snapple bottle now?
Vitamin water.
Vitamin water, really?
He's been isolating too long.
Yeah,
Psychesoap's going crazy.
The
Roni's got him. The Roni's taking over the brain.
Right? He's reading vitamin water lids and shit out this bitch.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, remember when we didn't have fucking smartphones?
I thought you had work.
To take to a motherfucking.
I got
I had work today.
I quit. Yeah.
Huh?
I got called off. The guy's gonna do some other like groundworks, like marketing stuff, so that they actually have a reason to have me around.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Yeah, what up? Welcome back.
So I'm free.
Welcome back.
I'm good.
Welcome back.
I'm good, Roni.
Did you know that Lego is the largest manufacturer of car tires in the world?
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't know that. Did.
Lego makes tires.
Wait, you have way too much. You have way too much freaking isolation time.
I'm telling you,
on your
he's
damn hands.
isolated. Psychesoap is going crazy.
And the sad part about that,
he's isolating so long.
He's working and still got all this fucking time on his hands.
Yeah, that's right.
Do you live alone, Psychesoap?
Yes, I do.
Damn.
Thankfully.
Damn.
I remember the one live stream where him and both him and
MiGTOW right there. That's red pill.
I remember when him and AJ were both doing the live stream together. When him and AJ was doing the live stream, they weren't doing it together. They were doing it separate, but they were doing it at the same damn time. It's Psychesoap's like, damn, AJ, take your ass to bed. Don't nobody want to see you in bed, nigga. I had to go over to AJ's to see what the fuck he was doing. I was so fucking weak. I'm like, they're literally having a live stream at the same damn time with each other. You're like competing against each other. Like, damn it, AJ, taking up my subs.
Stop.
Nigga, take your ass to bed. Nobody want to see you in bed.
Nigga, I'm in the bucket. Shit.
Right?
Because I had two screens going on at the same time. And I see AJ's motherfucking ass. I'm like, AJ, what the fuck you doing, man?
Right?
I can go over there to his shit. Stop. Nigga, go to my shit. Don't nobody watch it.
Don't watch your ass in bed. I was cracking up.
What the fuck's wrong with this nigga? Yeah.
I was cracking up. Yeah, I like AJ too. Definitely go check out Chronicles of AJ. He's a funny motherfucker too. He cracks me up. He makes good content.
Oh,
I'm
I have to watch more of his videos. I really do.
I like when he does the live streams and he's on in the field.
Yeah, he cracks me up with those ones.
Those are the best ones, especially at the pool hall or the place that he normally does.
Shit.
The mall, the pool hall, and there's the is he at school? I think he'd be at school sometimes too.
Don't he own his own gym?
He's always all over the place. And he was in New York City one time. He was walking around.
Yeah, don't he own his own gym? I may have to ask him.
I think he does.
I could
be wrong.
Pimp. AJ's a pimp.
Because there was a barbershop on one side, and then there was a gym on the other, and what the fuck?
The AJ be doing big things.
Build a man space. Fuck it.
Right? Because I know I do a lot of my
Rising star. Shout out to AJ.
Yeah, because I know I do a lot of my video. I do a lot of my travel videos when I'm actually traveling, and I basically record it. And then every now and again, I might use it as a photo or a bunch of pictures within my my videos on this channel for the most part. So anytime I go somewhere, you'll see like various photos on and stuff like that. If I run out of things, actually, use as like layover for the most part for the voice videos. But yeah, it's actually pretty nice.
Mhm.
Also have a
Yeah, I'm
software
sad.
also have software that actually rips the voice from an actual video too.
Hmm.
Like
Yeah.
rips like the vocals off the video.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is it
Got one of them.
Audacity? Audacity? No, it's not Audacity. It's that. I have another one too that actually does that also. But then I also have one where I can actually mash video and voice together too.
Oh, I remember when I was younger, I was using Audacity so wrong. I should have just been. Well, I never recorded video. I didn't have the video training, but
Yeah.
I used to like stare at Audacity on my desktop, like what exactly are you for? Because it's like
What
you
exactly
couldn't really
are
like
you for?
unless you're making like live music, it's not really a music software. It's just like an audio editing software. So, but
Yeah.
that's interesting. I might have to do that.
Yeah, like if I make a
while I'm
video where
building
I'm
up my
talking
base,
into the
there's a lot of
computer
software that I need to
or
incorporate.
talking into like a mic, I could basically rip it. I think that's the one I can actually rip apart, separate the vocals from the actual video.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I need to step my content creator game up. Fuck. What the hell?
That's all.
Yeah.
Basically, all I say to myself every time I'm hanging out with Tico, it's like shit.
Niggas got jump
Hey,
cuts
look.
and close ups and shit.
Look, I'm fine just the way the fuck I am.
I do got some jump cuts in some of my videos though. I do got a lot of jump cuts in my videos, jump cuts and close ups. I got zoom. You see the one where I did the zoom in on me drinking a beer? Oh yeah, that's the shit.
Yeah, that's fucking dope. Yeah, okay, I can appreciate it. I can appreciate stuff like that.
Yeah.
And look,
Because like I made a movie once, but like I didn't touch the editing board. Like I hate sitting down in front of a computer and drag and drop and playback. Like that's torture to me. So it's like I'm the guy that hits record for the camera and I hit the angles. I say let's do it again. Because I know I'm not going to be the one fucking editing that. that stuff. So like, I just record hours and hours and hours.
Films and you go out to edit.
I hate editing now, man. I hate it.
I think the only
I hate it.
thing I hate about editing is when you
We dropped wind?
yeah Trent, he said hang on he jumped out himself. The only thing I hate about editing is when I'm actually editing. The thing about, because I've always found it funny because people will say, well, what are you doing right now, Tico? I go, I'm editing videos. They go, what videos are you editing? I'm editing anime. So like I can literally edit 5 animes faster than I can edit a YouTube video.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Like when we had that Relentless, the last one, shit, all that cussing, Sherm was hearing in the background. I was editing a video at the same time. But all these jump cuts and shit.
Because I do a lot of jump cuts in some of my videos where I do a jump cut where like it'll phase out and phase in. And the thing about it, if you actually use the editing bar, you can actually cut down on editing a lot if you know how to use the editing bar. Which is like editing bar in your camera.
replicate stuff that you did.
Mm-hmm. You can basically cut down on it, but if you're not too comfortable with it, you can actually go do it later for the most part. But sometimes it's cool to actually have it up front. That way you can actually have the zoom in and take the same picture with the zoom in or zoom out, or take the panoramic thing. Like I know I took a panoramic shot that actually, because one of my videos, if you actually turn your phone,
you can workflow shot list.
Yeah, like you can literally go to direction of like whatever's behind me or in front of me and shit like that for the most part. And in one of my videos that I did, I think I uploaded it. I think it was like the one with the Cartel Princess. It might be the one with my friend. No, that's not that one because I only did. It's very limited in that one. But like you can literally like turn it and do a panoramic shot of what's in front of me, behind me, and the whole 9 yards for the most part, which is actually really really nice.
Tico, Tren, 360.
Yeah, literally Anderson 360 type shit. Anderson Cooper 360 and type shit. Yeah, I know. 360.
Extreme Tico Tren.
Tren, right?
You gotta put the echo in there, man.
Yeah.
Oh, and sound engineering too. It's just like, gosh, I wish I was better at that.
Now
like doing
fun.
the whole like Yeah, that stuff is actually fun. I mean, the editing is literally like torture, but sound engineering is like I think is something I want to learn how to do better.
You should put a
Everything.
MiGTOW soundboard together. This way we start sounding like some of my favorite content creators.
A lot of MiGTOW in the house, y'all.
Hit the donation
Not
link.
even close.
G+.com.
Those are big shoes to fill.
Yeah, no.
A lot of MiGTOW in the house, y'all.
I would never try to fill those shoes. I would never
No.
try to fill those shoes.
Yeah, that's my dude. We talk from time to time, though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, me and Lion. But god dog, dude. This you know, I don't know, man. Shit. When I had decided to hop the broom and, you know, fuck with content myself, I realized it is a fucking process.
Oh, yeah,
Erg. I want to do the fucking more immediate way of making, you know what I'm saying? Not have to, you just point and shoot, goddammit, point and shoot.
Yeah. Documentary, like realism. That's the thing. It's like when you make content, you're making it. That's what the process is. It's like shit. Why can't it just be? But then you realize how much effort you put into it once you're actually making it. Then you have more respect for people who do it. Yeah, who make it, even if it's just a 3-minute video.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, and Yam, did you know that outer space smells like burnt steak?
Why is that?
I don't know, man.
He's just reading a bunch of fun facts, basically.
Wow.
I was bored.
This is when you know you've been isolating a little too damn long and shit. We got to read fun facts off of Snapple or, you know, vitamin water shit.
God damn it, you and these long ass marathon streams. My battery died.
I'm sorry.
I had to switch devices.
This is not even that long. This is actually good compared to all
you,
the
man.
shit. This is good compared
I
to
wasn't
the
expecting
shit
going on a 2.5 hour, you know, talk session. Not that I'm complaining, but I'm just saying my battery died.
My device. If I like, here's the thing. My device. Oh, okay. Yeah.
This coming from the guy that says I like doing live streams because I've been isolating too long and I like to hear voices. Go on, yeah, go.
No. I'm saying I'm saying our audience would like to hear. You know, I'm saying that. That's what I'm saying. I don't mind doing a live stream, but I draw the line.
Yeah, fucked it up.
I draw the line when my batteries start dropping like flies. I'm on my third device. I'm kidding.
Yeah. I guess my thing is like if even if I'm charging my device, it'll still go down because of the StreamYard software. Like I said, it's a great software, but it just has it doesn't make
weak ass phones. I'm sorry, what are y'all saying?
What? Are you kidding me? Dude,
it's more like weak ass charging cable.
No, listen. He's right about one thing. Yam's phone is weak. Why? He's dropped it like so many times. I mean, that thing's got more cracks than a fat lady beach.
See,
I'm just saying.
This is why I don't. This is why I don't fuck with the Apples and the Samsungs because they're better life sucks when it comes to live streams. My battery life is still going strong.
Hold on a minute. Shit. I bet you he has a lower. I bet he has a lower watt.
No, it's just my percentage. Like it lasts long. Like I could do a 6-hour stream on one.
But you got to plug in, right?
No, or on a full battery, I can do 5 hours. But with a plug-in, I could go like 8 hours. But if I were to start, the thing is if I were to start at 25%, it doesn't matter if I'm plugged in or not. I'll still only last like a few hours.
I figured it out. I figured out what the problem is. You got to number one, you got to turn down the dim on the display. Number two, your screen has such a high resolution. The screen has such a high resolution because it's better phones than the ones that they're using. They just jealous, so don't worry about them.
What? Please
turn down the resolution one notch, and your battery will last double. Because it's not using the video processor. Yeah.
I'm actually playing a video game while I'm doing this live stream and I'm not losing any battery. I hate to break it to you.
That's amazing. Good for you. Good for you.
Nobody's talking about that phone. All right. Nobody's talking about that phone.
I'm not much.
I'll still go back to mine, right?
Much.
Do you have a stylus?
Yes, I do.
Does your phone? Damn it!
I
always get
don't.
one now.
Smart ass.
I don't. I mean, shit.
I think I asked you that once more, right?
Yeah.
I used to work for Samsung, and I don't even want their fucking phones no more. God dog. I used to do my live streams in the bucket, with the tablet nonetheless, and the shit would just goes out. Now I got a Motorola. It's not the greatest, but shit. You know, I can hang with y'all asses in these here live streams now. Shit.
You know who else got phones who got a good camera and good sound? Sony.
I'm
or
about
Sanyong.
to do some,
Sony. Yeah, Sony? No,
wiring.
Sanyong. No. What's the name of that one brand that damn near died off and then came back again? They basically make cameras. Sonya?
Olympus?
I can't pronounce it. No, not them. No. Who makes
Sanyo.
That's her name. Something like that, yeah. They actually make very good cameras and very good phones.
You know?
They still make phones?
Oh, yeah, they make phones.
Asus makes phones.
Nokia still makes phones, too.
Nokia
So does
but they're not as good as they want.
Kyocera or something like that?
No, not Kyocera, no. I've never seen
Kyocera's right down. Kyocera's right down the road from me. I know they're still here.
They're actually still making phones? Holy shit.
They're still making shit,
This will blow everybody's mind right here. You know who else still makes phones? BlackBerry.
Yes.
No shit. Yeah, they do they got some in the Android platform.
Research and
they got ones on Android platform. Matter of fact, that one picture that I took where I was flexing in the mirror for that one video where I got called a white supremacist with Tico Klutz Clan. I basically took that with a BlackBerry.
Wow. Nice. The one where because I remember when they did their resurgence, does the keyboard come down from the bottom?
Yeah, no, the keyboard. No, they actually have they have ones with actual keyboards in it. But still got the keyboard, so it looks like a smartphone, but part of it got the keyboard at the bottom of it.
The
so
bottom portion
really nice.
Kind of like
keyboard
the
So they got
two-way,
touchscreens too. They got touchscreens. They got the one. It also got the touchscreen, but also has the keyboard. So if you want to go either or for the most part.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, wait until that new Microsoft one flips out.
They ain't gonna be shit.
Dude, I've seen the specs on that
I'm
thing.
just joking. I'm just joking.
I'm going to be standing outside the door
from the company
watching everybody waiting in line with my new phone.
From the company that made that $1 billion failure called Zune. Y'all remember Zune?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that was shit, man. That was complete shit.
It better not be one of them.
Dude, I wouldn't put it past them.
Remember when Facebook came out with cell phones?
Here's the thing. Android or Google is creating the base operating system for that. So because of that, I have a little bit more respect for this device.
Okay. That makes sense. I mean, shit. Hell, there's this one other company called Blackview, and they got these shock-resistant phones. I'm gonna start getting some of that shit, or like Zebra or something like that, more. Hell, Caterpillar made phones, man. What the fuck?
Oh,
Really?
Yeah, they're actually waterproof and everything. You could drop them off a building. You could drop them in the water. You could drop a rock on it or a boulder on it, and it still works.
Cat boy, like tough motherfuckers. It was like an Android marshmallow was on.
We were just talking about Caterpillar phones, the ones with the flare. What do you call it on them? The infrareds.
What? Oh, yeah, those ones.
Damn.
Yeah, the Caterpillar phones with the infrared.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, they got the infrared system on them. I know what you're talking about. They got those ones and the ones that.
Dude, I love those.
Yeah, those are shit.
Yeah, I haven't
in water.
gotten a new one yet, but dude, that's a hell of a phone. It's very helpful for a lot of things, lots of purposes.
Pouring champagne on it like Lil Wayne and shit.
Right.
Walking around.
Pop bottles.
Lil Wayne. It's another man, Lil Wayne. Fuck. Ronnie, let's done it again.
It says Trump task force says that over 100,000 Americans will die even under tough 30-day isolation.
Oh,
you scared? You scared?
Well, he's being honest.
Yeah, that's really all it is. Just calling it out.
fearless leader. I'm not going to mention any names.
Winnie the
But,
Pooh. Yeah.
Well, they do got stuff in place, and it look like they're turning it the right way. So
yeah.
Well, like
Unfortunately,
doing it the right way doesn't mean that like people should just go out and be fucking careless. But yeah.
Well,
In the
no,
words
because
of
in
a
China,
wise man-
China, you actually literally get arrested and picked up for the most part. There's no joke over there right now.
In the words of a wise man, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Let's see what happens.
I know exactly who you're talking about on that one.
I knew you would.
Preak. Yeah, I'm looking at like this goals of community mitigation. It says like no interruption or no intervention. We're talking like 2.2 million as opposed to having like it peak later, but like only get to 240,000 or 100 to 240. So it's like,
get ready.
That's much better. It could be a lot worse.
All the preppers,
guess what I'm making for dinner?
Are just dusting off their shoulders today.
Guess what I'm making for dinner?
You making chana masala, brother?
Nope.
What you making?
Red lentil coconut curry.
Again?
Yeah, I finally got. I was going to make it the other day, but I didn't have all the. I realized I didn't have all the things for it.
Ingredients.
I didn't have all the ingredients for it. Neither. I was running around finding coconut milk. Basically, everybody was pretty much.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
I'll wait till I get home.
And then, is going.
Yeah, I was like, I'll wait till I get home to get some coconut milk, and sure enough, I did, and they had it.
I don't have any red lentils, but I'm.
Oh, G-Shock phone! I want that G-Shock phone too. It doesn't exist. What?
Well, they got smartwatches. Casio's breaking into the smartwatch field, so
they are.
To that
Casio used to make a phone.
Be ready for
that. They had
a
really good phone before.
Matter of fact, Casio actually had the first watch phone.
Yeah.
The first smartwatch phone. Well,
Dude,
no, I'd like to say.
I used to have that James Bond Casio. Fuck,
yeah,
I remember that thing.
They had like a walkie-talkie.
I still do.
They even had walkie-talkies on that one too. You can actually call people and have walkie-talkies on that bitch. That was like the best.
Yep.
That's before Nextel chirps and shit. Don't hit me on that Nextel chirp about that Sprint about that motherfucking work. Nigga,
remember the
hit me on that Nextel chirp.
No, Skytel two-way pagers, brother. Remember them?
Oh yeah,
man,
those two-way pagers, those fucking bricks. But you know what? Every time those pagers would even think about going off,
they fry me.
all the freaking monitors inside of the old computer rooms would all like
fizzle.
blink.
Yeah, they would fizzle or blink. Yeah,
like bend. They're like, what the fuck just happened? And then the phone goes off. And like, oh, we're getting a phone call. And you know what? That was the best thing to do back in the day to freak people out. Is just like before they had cell phones.
I think when it had like 3G, 2G, 3G, and somebody would have made a phone call, it would make a noise on somebody else's computer or somebody else's games that would like an electrical noise and shit like that.
That was pre-2G.
Yeah. Like it would
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
It would make the computer
think about that. So think about that field, but across like hundreds of computers.
No, definitely.
That's what we used to fuck people up with. They thought the whole computer data center was like possessed or something.
Yeah, fucking people up, man. But yeah, to say something to that, Seeker, yeah, Casio's getting into the smartwatch deal.
Yeah. But I know a dude that's so good with technology. He actually made a signal jammer out of his cell phone.
Oh yeah.
That's ill. Jam a signal and shit. Fuck you, nigga. I'm a jam your
cell
shit.
jammers unfortunately are illegal in the States.
Yeah, so he made one from his phone basically. And another time he actually made one from an old Casio watch too.
Jam your shit. I don't want to hear it. Jam your shit.
Get off your phone. Fuck your phone, bitch. Fuck your couch.
Fuck your couch, nigga.
Get the fuck off the couch. Hey, Jay, goddammit, get off your phone.
I'm Rick James, bitch.
I'm Rick James, that's right.
Yeah, man, that's some silly shit, man.
Don't lie. I wanted to ask, did you catch that? Or maybe it's not even out yet. There was what's his face? RPO's released like the Jehovah Witness video about the doctrine. It was like super long-winded video, I guess, like 4 hours or something.
Yeah, it was a while back, right? It wasn't a recent one.
Oh, I thought he posted a video saying he was gonna post it, but yeah, I was gonna ask about that. I don't know if you wanted to share, because I don't know that much about it. All I know is they come and knock on our door every once in a while.
Oh, good lord.
They're
And I used to live
controlling
down the
bunch.
street from them.
They're a controlling bunch. Let's just say that. And I'm not gonna get into it on a live stream this time around.
J-Dub.
No worries. Yeah, I was just like,
Yeah.
I had seen that he was gonna go and make a long video exposing it or whatever, and I just would like, I don't. It's
He
not.
absolutely
It's not every day
should, because
yeah, it's not every
dude,
day that you meet somebody who's in it who also thinks the way he does about it.
Mm-hmm.
whatever. Let me just tell you this. Whatever he throws on that video, I can almost guarantee you it's true, because number one, I've seen it firsthand, right? So if there's nothing, I mean, if there's anything on there that's not actual or factual, you'll see me, raise my hand and be like, yeah, that's not true, or pause or anything like that. But so far, every time he's ever mentioned that whole sect of cultism, absolutely correct. He's been right on point. That's exactly how they are. I mean, I've seen them train people on how to deal with someone arguing that they shit is wrong.
Oh shit! I almost didn't see MiGTOW to win. Shit.
Yeah, challenging the faith.
Yeah.
Right. So before you even get into an argument, right? Before you even get into an argument, let's just go right to source. The whole religion was created by an adolescent boy in Pittsburgh, PA, less than 150 fucking years ago. Let that swirl around in your head. And it's nothing but a fucking bookstore.
Wow. I did not know
forget
that.
the arguments. Forget the arguments. How do they make their money? The bookstore.
Religion.
No, not religion. The bookstore. They sell pamphlets to their own people. So basically, they got a group of people that buy their own books.
Yeah.
And all the money.
This is
goes
why
to-
there's
kind of like a
there's
multi-level
really no
marketing
collection
scheme.
plate.
All the
It's kind of
money
like a multi-level marketing
goes
scheme.
to somebody who jumped from a 2-2 to a 3-1.
Yeah.
And when it gets busted down, when it runs out of fools, they jump back down to a 2-2 or less.
Well, once the cat's out of the bag, all these people are just going to wake up and they're going to be like, "Why have we been following you? For what reason?" I mean, that's why you see a lot of people leave that bullshit and start, trying to bring others out of it, because they know how much control there is. I mean, everything that they teach you about cults, love bombing,
It's strange.
separating
It's
you
strange.
from your family, your friends, all that shit is true.
Yeah.
There's only
And
one.
it's-
There's only one cult that's more restrictive than Jehovah's Witnesses, and that would be the Tom Cruise
Scientology.
show.
Scientology, maybe.
Bro.
Hey,
Yeah.
how do I sound? Do I sound good? Do I sound okay?
You
You sound
okay.
good, brother. You sound good.
So long as no Pensy truck passes you by, we good.
Right? Right.
Do not trigger him with Penske. God damn it! I almost got run over by one of them. I know how he feels.
I don't know why
Did I
y'all
tell you about
complaining
that
about
MiGTOW?
Penske. I've never
I got
once
run
seen
over. I almost got
I've
run
never
over
once seen a
on a
poor
Penske
Penske
truck.
driver. I think y'all are overreacting and over-exaggerating on this right now.
Look, I almost
Hey, just because you
on-
haven't experienced it doesn't mean that it didn't happen.
I was on my Segway.
I disagree.
Excuse me. Sorry about that, guys.
Are you
I
just
was
going
on
to
my
not
Segway.
agree?
I'm not going to agree.
I
with
was
you.
on my
I agree to
Segway.
disagree.
I had the light
I'm not going to agree because I've never
I
seen
was-
it.
Wow.
within the bars,
beta shit.
the white lines, trying to cross, and this Penske truck nearly takes me out. I'm telling you, man. Penske drivers are a bunch of fools. They just give anybody a license.
Yep.
They do not. I'm gonna need you to quit disrespecting Penske drivers.
Uh-oh. Don't make up no rule against that shit, Tico.
I know,
Come on
right?
Yeah, don't make me have a chat with
If the
Laszlo.
Penske driver isn't here to defend himself.
The Penske truck is not here to defend itself, so therefore you can't talk about the Penske truck.
Oh,
How about the tire that I almost got crushed by?
I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
Hey,
I'm defending on
The
it.
tire that I almost got crushed by. Damn. You know how big an 18-wheeler's tire is?
like forever, fam.
My Segway would have been smashed.
Well,
I'm sorry,
about the cult
but
thing,
the Penske
there's
truck-
like a cult.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna need y'all to chill out because the Penske truck has feelings too. Okay, the Penske
Oh,
truck has feelings too.
ain't that about the kids?
Fucking wrong.
I have feelings too.
Oh, goodness
Oh.
gracious.
Ain't that cute?
No, you don't.
But it's wrong.
No.
It's wrong. You're not
Isn't
supposed to
that
be like
cute?
that. You're supposed to be inanimate.
I like Seeker with that. Them's the rules.
No, they're not the rules. Oh man.
Seeker's my rule enforcer in the chat.
Seeker. Oh,
Okay,
shit.
so like
I gotta
on the
bring
subject
Seeker.
of
Seeker's got to come on the show one of these days. Seeker's definitely got to come on the show one of these days.
You give us
On
a
the-
subject.
on the subject
We
of
could talk.
cults,
We could talk about knife
cult?
sharpening.
there's a
Talk about
cult
knife
in this
sharpening.
area.
But the Seeker talks about knife sharpening.
Yeah, we could talk about knife sharpening.
Oh, God.
Oh god damn it.
Oh, shit.
No, he doesn't talk about knife sharpening. I'm like, wait a minute. When did I didn't recall seeing a video from Secret talk about knife sharpening.
We could
No.
talk about it.
What the fuck?
We could talk about
We
it,
could
yeah.
talk about digging holes and planting trees.
I like-
and
I like when you
Yeah, I
have
was
like a
about to
little
say that is not Seeker. See, I haven't
I like
heard
when you have
Seeker
like a
talk
little
about
wet
knife sharpening.
stone.
Maybe sharpening the axe, but
Uh-oh.
oh yes.
Where is that coming from? Oh, it's coming from
that's
my
double eye.
Hey, double eye. Sharpening.
Yeah.
With the sharpening.
You ready to
double
go?
eye.
You ready to go?
You're ready to
Not
go. Look at you, ready
again.
to go.
Oh, fuck. No, dude. Not
Double
again.
eye. With the
Not the-
sharpening. Wait. With your
I like a
sharpening.
little device that you put the knife in and you drag the knife through and it like just like you feel
Oh,
the
love
you
it.
feel the sharpening happening. It's just like ah.
Hey, what knife you sharpening? What type of knife is it? Yes.
Nice cleaver. Nice.
Yes.
Yes.
Damn, son. First is duct tape, now this. This is bullshit.
Hey, let me show you a knife of mine. Where the hell did I put that son of a bitch? I know I was sleeping with it last night. Oh yes. If I sent you one of lovely.
Lovely.
Oh, I think that's it. Nope, that's not it. Somewhere around here. Around somewhere.
I got to get back to the bus to show you my real collection.
Nice.
It's all in my toolkit.
Hurry up and show us your knife there, MiGTOW to win. We're trying to end this very soon here.
Don't worry about it. We'll show it next time.
You could have gotten robbed by the time you get the knife out.
I'm
Damn.
serious, right?
Damn, brother.
Yeah, right?
You need to make that a little bit more
Accessible and shit for real. Like you,
Put a handicap
got
sticker on that
robbed.
motherfucker.
Milo's missing and shit.
Oh, no.
And look, yeah, like your knife has to be ADA
Right?
Compliant.
Like ADA
It has to be
compliant.
ADA compliant.
Yeah.
What?
9 out of 10 dentists use it.
Right? They said 9 out of 10 that 9 out of 10 dentist uses, right?
Yeah, I use it for cooking and cooking.
Right.
Cooking.
No, you don't.
However, I will say this: I have used my Crombit to cut a turkey once.
Dude,
Nice.
the cleavers, I think the cleavers are the most versatile knife because number one, I can chop up a chicken like you wouldn't believe, right? A raw chicken, kill a chicken all day long with a cleaver.
Nice.
Skin the bitch, take its feathers off. Cleaver's all sorts of good.
I'll give you
Right?
that. I'll give you that.
Throwing,
I used to
the
I used to
cleaver
cut my food.
is weighted perfectly. So if you want
True.
to throw spin in
No,
a certain way,
depends. It depends
you
on
can
the cleaver because
actually.
not all cleavers are weighted perfectly or evenly.
Well, the ones I use. So
Okay.
if you throw one of my
Careful,
cleavers
don't
the
contract
way I
any
do,
foodborne
you can
illnesses.
actually curve the cleaver into the shot.
Yeah, true.
I used to.
Make
I
sure
used
you
to
clean
cook
and
with-
sanitize that
I
I'm
didn't.
deaf,
after
bro.
you
I'm
use
deaf.
it.
I used to cook.
Use the cook. Okay.
Yeah, I don't mix my cooking cleavage or cleavers with my work cleavers.
Business ones.
You want to know? I don't
My
mix my
business
cookers with my
cleavers.
business cleavers, right? Because I remember
That's
the
why my
last.
It's
business
not even
cleavers
that.
are inside of my
It's
toolbox,
mixing
and
your
this
meat
cleaver's here.
meat cleaver with your If you use the same knife to cut the meat as you do with the vegetables, you better be cleaning and sanitizing that. Not saying that
Damn
it
right.
shouldn't be
I
done,
do clean.
but if you can
I do
only
clean
afford
and
one knife,
sanitize.
like you got to afford the cleaning supplies to sustain that one knife.
Well,
True story.
if it was,
Hey, look,
if I could only
I
afford one
haven't had-
knife,
I
it would be
haven't
my
had-
business knife, and that would all be all I keep. That's it.
I can't.
Yeah.
I can't cook meat yet until I get a second knife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly MiGTOW the win. Be safe,
Yep.
because like even if you self isolate and you're self sufficient and you're like you're doing your own thing, the you could still kill yourself by by bad
Yep.
food prep. That's
Yep.
what people. Yeah, people got to be cognizant of all
Knife
factors.
hygiene.
Yeah.
Knife hygiene.
You know.
It's a real
sometimes-
thing. No, I'm serious.
Yeah, it definitely is. It definitely
He's
is.
absolutely right.
Yeah,
Out in
knife
the
hygiene
field,
is real.
fuck, man.
Hey,
If you
hey.
work with something on a regular basis, and
Yeah, it doesn't matter how
knife
good a shot
has
you are.
all those traces on there, and you're going to try and use that for your own food? Oh, come on.
Yeah, because I remember yesterday. I remember yesterday when I was teaching my daughter how to clean her knife. She goes to me,
God
"Here,
damn it,
Daddy."
Valhalla.
So she goes to me, "Daddy, here, does this cut?" She literally tried to run it across my fingers while I was showing her how to do it. I was like, "You little bitch!" Like, you
Hey,
little
Damn.
hey,
Like,
hey.
you just try to cut me, you little bitch.
Wow.
Something? Sometimes
Okay. Wow.
Little bitch.
Like, you little
What the fuck?
Yeah, she literally,
sometimes-
she literally ran it. She literally tried to run it across my hands, and luckily, I've deflected my hands enough where like wouldn't break skin. But this little bitch tried to cut my hands, like fucking like little bitch.
Hey, sometimes at night, whenever I'm bored, I pull up the cutting board and play 5-finger fillet, the knife game.
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah, because my daughter tried to cut my fingers off. This is my 10-year-old. I got into the fight with the feminists at the airport.
Who won?
She did.
God damn!
My daughter won that one.
God damn! 10 years
Nice.
old, whooping feminist ass.
Mm-hmm.
Whooping all the feminists and the Trump and the butter knife.
First off, what did the feminists say to get her to whoop her ass?
The feminist accidentally hit her in the face.
Accidentally? Damn.
Accidentally.
Accidentally?
Accidentally.
Or accidentally on purpose?
No, she was swinging her hands. She was swinging her hands wildly, and my daughter happened to be in reach, and like she smacked her right in the face.
Chun-Li activated.
Literally.
Why was she flailing her hands like a wildly?
Yeah, I told you about this. That's the one that sat on my damn laptop.
What the fuck?
That's the feminist
Yeah.
that sat on my laptop at the airport.
Fat ass sat on his laptop.
Oh.
She wasn't that
Damn.
fat. She wasn't fat. She was a feminist though, but she wasn't fat. But yeah, she sat on my laptop.
She
And
was waiting.
Any feminist is a fat feminist to me.
Anyways.
Yeah, girl. Slap the blue
We're
out
about to
her
wrap
hair.
this up.
Slap
Like,
the blue out that bitch hair.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, at least you know your daughter won't be a feminist.
Oh yeah, definitely not. Yeah, she slapped her. Like, and the sad part about that is, if you ever met my daughter Talia, she's pretty easygoing. She loves her daddy, and she's never really in a bad mood for the most part, unless she's arguing with the cartel princess. That's like the only time she's in a bad mood, and she's always arguing with the cartel princess. That's usually always. But it's like, when we travel, she's like the most easiest going child in the world. And I think it was the flight and how we actually got her connecting flight that actually made her tire. So like she
Like
wasn't.
grumpy.
She was kind of grumpy for the most part, but she was like still a daddy's girl, but she was still grumpy at the same time. So I knew something was off about her when we landed. So like I put my laptop down. I put my laptop bag down, and I put the Lazo's snack bag slash his carry-on bag, and I put the Cartel Princess's bag right on top of mine. So this heifer. Now, mind you, there was a shit ton of other seats that she could have sat in. Like she could have sat in like 17 to 20 other seats. This heifer decided that she wanted to get up and walk towards me and sit down in the seat right next to me on top of my shit. Not only did she crush my laptop, she crushed Lazo's snacks. She sat on Lazo's snack bag, and she sat on the Cartel Princess's Fendi bag. So, so
How are you just not gonna look where you sit?
This heifer thought she could sit anywhere she wanted. That's exactly what the argument turned into. It shouldn't be there. I can sit anywhere I want. I can sit anywhere I want. And she started to throw in the fit. I go,
Not anymore with social distancing.
Well, I can punch anybody that sits on my shit.
I said to her, who raised you? Who raised you? Were you raised by a fucking pack of fucking wild animals or something like that? And she got mad. How you gonna call me a wild animal? She started flapping her hand. And my daughter Talia, because she was standing right next to me, and I was holding her because she was leaning next to me while we were standing. Because I got up and I was pissed because she was sitting on my lap. I was like, who raised you? What the fuck is your problem? So she started flapping her hands, and my daughter Talia got slapped in the face. Talia's face went from disgruntled to straight like it was like, you know, she was like damn near catatonic.
Psycho killer.
Like she was like damn near catatonic. It was like, you know, some natural born killer type shit. And I remember seeing her, and she took the lady, she took her arm and she threw her to the fucking ground, and she started kicking her in the face while she was on the ground. It was straight rage. And like it was like you ever see the Logan with the X-23? Yeah. Oh, it was that savage. It was literally that savage. She literally had her arm and she was just kicking her in the face with. She was kicking her in the face and just kicking her in the face, and like she wouldn't even let the lady breathe or get up or talk. She just let her. And like I remember standing there, and the Cartel Princess was about to jump on this lady because she's hit her daughter in the face, and I was holding the Cartel Princess back, and like it went from okay, I'm gonna jump on this bitch to okay, Tico, pull her off of her. Tico, that's a bit extreme now. Tico, get her. I'm sitting there enjoying my daughter so wow, kicked in the face. She's like literally like just kicking her, like she was like
because some people just want to watch the world burn.
Savage on it. X-23 level savage on that shit. Like she was like kicking this woman in the face, and I'm sitting there like, Tico, grab her. Tico, grab her. I'm like, Tico. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, you're talking to me.
So let me help. Let me help anyone who's not aware analyze this.
Let her get her
This is not a man complaining. This is a proud papa.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, definitely. I was very proud of my daughter that day, and I'm gonna let that go on.
I trained her well.
Right.
Period.
Like so, she's like, did
you give her ice cream after that?
There's the funny part about that. Like, so I grab my daughter by her waist. Like, I literally like reach down, grab her by her waist, and pick her up as she's like literally like going in on this woman. And we walk away, and security comes, and like the police comes, and like, you know, witnesses start gathering around, and I'm sitting there with my daughter in my hand, and she's literally like laying on my lap like nothing happened like 5 seconds ago. So she's like literally laying her with her head on my stomach, on my chest basically, while she's sitting on my lap, and we're explaining this whole entire thing, and the people couldn't even believe that she was the one that literally was doing this 5 minutes ago. So like, oh, she's so sweet, like she's a daddy's girl, ain't she? You know, they're like literally like, you know, they're literally like you know, like she's literally like playing it up with these people. I'm like,
meanwhile,
she's savagely just whooping somebody's ass.
They just
like,
don't know.
Yeah,
y'all
like, you know, like, you know. And it was just funny. It was like the funniest thing ever. Like,
don't test that girl.
Yeah, don't test that girl.
Don't test that girl.
And this is the same one that tried to cut my fingers off and shit. Talk about, daddy, is this sharp? Like, fuck you, little heifer.
Sit your ass down.
Like, give me the damn knife. Like too damn much. Think this is a game?
Like, no knife for you.
Right? Think this is a fucking game? Like, shit, I'll cut you.
Wow.
Yeah, she went savage on that girl, that poor woman. I felt so bad about it.
Let her get her whooping.
I felt bad, but I didn't feel bad because I was kind of enjoying it. I was low key like, yeah, get her. But I didn't want to express that openly. But inside, I was like, get that bitch, kick her again. And this is all the shit that I was thinking in my head. I'm like sitting there like, I should probably break this up. Oh god, it was the best. It was the best
Gotta
scene
move
ever, though.
too.
Someone's
best
about
thing.
to die if I don't say something.
Yeah, I should interfere in this. It's quite possibly somebody might die.
You know what I think is like also important to mention. It's like the level of violence that people who are like all black, clad in black, that are like claimed to be for the rights of like the weak do. Like when people like hit people over the head with bike locks and stuff. Like I feel like that's relevant to bring in just because we have like a lot of people who will shame your daughter for like defending her her dad's honor, but then will be condoning some shit that or not is condoning
What's that part
positive.
about
Yeah,
that is she wasn't defending my honor. She got pissed because she got hit, and that was the problem. That was like the automatic snap right there. I was like, yeah, she's probably going to be like her mother when she gets older.
well, yeah. Regardless,
She's gonna be throwing her
regardless, it's
husband or
just
her boyfriend in the
hypocritical.
trunk some damn where. Like,
Yeah. There's just a lot of hypocrisy regarding that. Like when
Hey,
people say
listen.
like, "Oh yeah, it's okay to punch Nazis or do this and that," or like it's okay to dox people or talk about people's kids. It's like, no. Like if you're not willing to take that same level of risk when it comes to stuff you believe in, then you should just stop talking. It just
Yeah,
avoid.
definitely.
If you're not willing to face federal charges, you should probably stop doxing certain people. You know?
Yeah, if you're
Stop
not
doxing.
if you're not willing to take what you dish out,
Yeah, because
then
they
you
run.
probably shouldn't
But
even.
you notice that the people
probably shouldn't
who
have participated.
you notice that the people who want to justify violence are the first people to run.
Oh,
But
definitely, always.
the people who say I will react to anybody and defend myself autonomously, like those people have no problem accepting the consequences. But
Yeah,
people who are afraid, they'll always justify whatever it is that they say because they're
or
they're
do.
already
Yeah,
living a
it's
lie.
sickening. It's like it's
And
sickening
you
as
know
hell when
what?
people.
And you know what? I'm gonna continue. Like, I'm not the type of person to say that's like that whenever they say, "Oh, it was a joke," it was a joke. No, go to jail. I'm not
Yeah,
backing
like
down. I'm not backing down.
oh, definitely
You know?
not. And that's the sad part. Like, that's the sad part that people don't know about people, and it's just stuff like that. That like they want to act shocked when shit happens. So I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe he did this, bitch. I can't believe you provoked me to do this shit. Like, when I say bitch, I don't mean just women. I mean men and women, because there are a lot of men out there that do the same fucking thing that women do. And in this day and age, sadly, it's probably
Hell
more
yeah.
men than women that do this stupid shit. And that's saying a lot. That's saying a fucking
Yeah.
lot. There's more men that do this than women do. So like,
That's a fact.
it's one of them things where it's like, look, dude, I can't believe you didn't believe that this person reacted to you. Like, how can you not believe that shit? How are you shocked by this shit? I seen this shit coming. How did you not see this shit coming?
He
And it's
warned
like,
you.
yeah, he warned you. He literally warned you. What I mean, like, what did you miss the fact that he's pacing back and forth? You
I
missed
just
the fact
did
that
the
he balled up
training.
his
It's like
wrist?
caution.
You missed the fact that he
Caution
picked
means
up a stick? Like,
yeah.
how did you miss this shit? Like,
Did you see him? Did you see him before this happened? He was talking nice and happy, and all of a sudden he shuts up and gets quiet, real quiet.
yeah, it's
Did
like
you see
people
the smile before on his face before he
Yeah, you
did
see
it?
the smile fade, the smile
Yeah.
slowly fade. Yeah, and it's like I said, people don't know. People need warning labels, but they don't even know how to. They don't even know how to read them. Like caution.
Yeah.
What does caution mean? What does warning mean? What does
Yeah.
danger mean? And they just wait. They're just ready to take that poison. Like take that poison and just be like, yes, like I want to die. I'm ready to die. Like that's basically what
I've
they do
always
when they
been one
step
of them
on
people.
people's.
If I'm pissed,
Yeah.
the
Uh-huh.
minute I smile, I've already decided how you're going to die. Legit. Like, if the minute I smile, anytime I'm pissed and I get in I've already decided
You know
how
why
I'm
I'm laughing,
gonna kill you.
Tico, right?
Like legit.
Kandar.
Like legit, because I don't care. I don't care. Like, I've actually determined how I'm going to cut your body, or how I'm
Hey,
going to
look,
dismember you, or what I'm going to do to your body in general. If I start smiling, if we're in a fight, just know your
if
death
I
is
start
imminent,
smiling,
and
I
it's probably
figured
going to be
out how
something real. What did you say, Double A?
Kandahar.
Oh,
I ain't even gonna say
like
it.
for me,
No,
if I
I'm gonna
start
keep it out of this
smiling,
one.
like, yeah,
Yeah.
like, wait, what do you? Yeah, but like, I already know how you're going to die. Like, I pretty much determined. It's kind of like when I say, like, if you're going to come at me, you don't want me in a defensive position, because the longer I'm in a defensive position, the more I have time to think about the brutal, ridiculous things I'm gonna do to your body. You want
Yeah.
me in the counter. You want me in counter position. because that is the only time that you'll probably come out of this alive and or somewhat okay or somewhat.
Do not let him rest. Is all I got to tell you.
Do not let me go into defense mode, because in defense mode, I'm pretty much like a tank. So if you put me in defense mode, there's a high chance that the violent output that's going to come out of me next is going to be like, it'll make El Chapo go, oh, we didn't employ this nigga yet. We need to get him on our payroll. Like legit, it's going to be like a savage level of violence that's going to come from it. Like it's not going to be fair. It's not going to be fair in the least bit.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm like daycare. I don't play fair.
Like motherfucking Bruce Lee, man. You come up on me, man. You better not let me taste that blood. Because if I taste that blood, you better run up on me and tackle me or some shit. Tackle my little motherfucking ass. I won't fuck with you. But if I taste that blood, you going to get kicked 100 times.
Get him.
Yeah.
I ain't finna do all that, but I will cut you about that many times.
For me, it's like I've always been pulled off somebody before I killed them.
Oh, we're so evil.
You know?
I already admit that shit. I'll tell you in a heartbeat I'm evil. Like shoot, I would do 1,000 cuts on you in a heartbeat, like it's a torture thing. Meanwhile, I'm just cutting you just to cut you.
You know?
I'm a good boy. I'm a good boy.
I'm not even gonna laugh.
I don't hurt anyone.
Like that.
I'm
I'm
an
not even
angel.
gonna laugh on this shit like that.
I'll meditate for
You
you.
let's talk about trauma, right?
I
Let's
let
talk
my
about
actions
trauma
speak
right
for
quick.
myself. And look, and
You know
what?
who
I'm-
the most traumatized person in my whole life is?
Me.
My priest, because he's got to hear my confessions. Damn. Straight up. Second level.
True.
See, I look at it like this. I don't even. I done so much shit in my life. I don't even go to. I quit being Catholic because I got tired of confession booth. I literally got tired of confessing.
It's bad. Shit. I better not taste that blood, because I will Bruce Lee a motherfucker. Because sometimes you gotta karate chop a motherfucker.
Karate chop.
Coroni chop.
Karoni you. Karoni chop. Yeah.
Coroni chop.
Here's how you karate chop a motherfucker. Here's how you karate chop a motherfucker. Check it out. You blow your fucking nose. You got that, Roni. You blow your nose on your hand, and you just karate chop a motherfucker. Yeah, that's a karate chop.
Yeah, I like Seeker. I'm a first strike. Ask questions later.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah.
Or like another one. Psychesoap would be like the 1-inch sneeze.
Yeah.
Mind the gap.
If I had the money, dude, it would be. I would get right within I would get right within kissing distance of your nose and just like let loose.
That kind of reminds me of the one time I pissed off my grandmother, dad's side, my abuela. I remember I did something smart to her, and like she was literally like some Naruto type shit. She literally did a flicker and came up in my face, and we were like literally damn their lips touching.
She instant transmission.
Yeah, she literally did. She had me by my shirt, and we were like literally damn their lips touching. She goes to me, "If you ever speak to me like that again, I will slap the black off your skin to the floor, and I will slap you back into the black onto the floor."
Yeah, people think that young people have all the speed. That's not true, because when the older you are, the better perception of time you have.
My said that to me, because I remember, like, I don't know if it's physically or scientifically possible that she can do it, but I believe that heifer can actually do it. I believe that heifer can actually pull it off. It's like slap the black off my skin to the floor and slap me back into the black onto the floor.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. She'll slap the black off my skin to the floor, and she'll slap me to the floor back into the black. It's like, holy shit! Like, savage. This old woman is savage.
Hey, yeah,
man.
Yeah.
What's up, man? Seeker was saying where you got to go into Costco and do some more recon.
I got a gift for you.
That sounds like a job for Mr. Forma.
Mr. Forma, definitely.
Yeah,
he will do that job.
I'm looking at it.
I got a gift for you, buddy.
What is that? Oh, that's a solid state drive.
No, it's a DVD writer for your laptop.
Oh,
I know
nice.
who
That
uses
goes right into the
DVDs,
window.
but you talked about having data storage. We can burn
Mhm.
DVDs now. There you go.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
ain't that about the cute? But it's wrong. You should keep
Oh,
that.
So I just
I didn't know
dug that out
you
for you
watched Two Stupid Dogs.
out of storage.
Yeah, that was from Stupid Dogs. Yeah, you know, it's wrong. Yeah, I remember that show.
Oh.
Now you're
Yeah,
starting to show
man.
some age now.
Wipe that with with some Clorox wipes, and I'll take it off your hands.
I'll take it off your wipe with some Clorox wipes, and I take it off your hands. That's funny.
Wait until
I'll
post
take it off
Roni. I'll give it to you
I'll take
post
it off
Roni.
your gloved hands. No, yeah, for sure.
I'll give it to you post Roni.
I'll pry it from your cold gloved
Excellent.
hands.
Your cold glove.
The way I look at it is, you know, all those videos that you're just holding on to for,
Yeah.
you know, for purposes of archive, you just throw those on permanent DVD. You're good.
Yeah, then I can move a little bit smoother. I got you,
Right.
man. I appreciate it.
Hey, you know I got your back, buddy.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, that makes me realize. Oh, sorry.
From videos you saving, you upload, you edit.
What you say?
I bet you got a solid state hard drive for them videos that you upload and edit.
Yeah. Well, I got a hard drive, but also have a I also have a YouTube channel where I mirror all those videos from.
Oh.
So I have a lot. I have a channel on YouTube known as my matter of fact, it's known as Unpublished Tome, but it's like a private channel basically, and I mirror all my videos from that channel.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So every single video I upload from any channel comes from that channel.
I think I've seen a video from that not that long ago.
What?
From that channel you're talking about.
Oh, no, I'm talking about the actual
not the
YouTube
server.
channel. Not the
Yeah,
server. You're thinking the server.
He's got a channel that is all the videos are private.
Yeah, and I basically just link them. I basically do links so I can actually mirror them to other channels.
Hey, Jens.
That's probably how I came across it.
Yeah, I'm on a 10-hour.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I think that one was mirrored directly from that channel.
Hey, Jens.
That channel was actually because it was on private for one day, basically.
Hey, I gotta get to sleep, and because I gotta get up at 3:00 in the morning to get over in the middle of Tennessee.
All right, brother. Drive safe.
Take care, man.
I gotta do my outro.
All right, do your outro. So Yam will have to do it for you.
Yeah, right.
Right.
You know we're still going.
Made me
You know we're
take my
still. You know
headphones
we're
off
still
again.
going.
You know how much I hate that shit.
No, you don't have to do it. You know, but even though you're leaving, you know we're going to still get Yam to do it for you, right?
That's the funniest shit.
I'm just messing
He's
with
that
you.
good.
Yeah, right.
All right. Don't let yourself fall into the trap of the false narrative. Do not forgive these women for almost 3 plus decades of domestic terrorism. And don't do nothing that I do. If you find yourself in a situation like me, just keep digging. You'll confuse the authorities, and they won't know whether to laugh or to arrest you. And if you have to get out the truck on the side of the road, carry a hammer. For that hammer being launched is maybe the only thing you're saving grace between somebody running you over. But if you're about to get run over by a person and you know you're gonna die, take them with you, throw that hammer through their windshield before you go. This is MiGTOW to win.
Savage.
Nice. Like a freaking tomahawk.
Right.
Like a savage tomahawk.
Right.
Like a tomahawk steak. Mmm.
Oh, good lord.
Yum, yum, yum,
Yum.
Like a tomahawk.
Stock. What the hell are y'all? Who the hell y'all pulled this shit from?
What the
Tommy
fuck?
Stock.
I'm just saying. Oh, I feel like we need to end this then. Fuck it.
What the hell does everybody else think?
Saber-tooth
Is
cock
someone
tricking in the
farting,
background,
or is that
man.
actually a
What the fuck?
chair, or what is what is that?
I think that might be me. Yep, that's me.
It might be you.
Not farting.
Man.
There you go.
Them beans in isolation, man, ain't no joke.
I'm telling you, this isolation is just wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, man. It's like I enjoy myself during this downtime. But
Dude, so many
hopefully I can.
projects that I've been working on are just fast forwarding because of this. You know, like all these little
Right.
things I need to wrap up with.
hmm And plus, I like going out during isolation because normally it's like it kind of like what Win said. It's like when you're like well spoken and stuff, and you like people kind of ostracize you for it. But when they haven't had social interaction in weeks, they're much more amicable. They're much more likely to appreciate you when you know like you can talk well, you can have a good conversation, and
Hello?
it's
Yeah, I remember when you told me about that whole entire thing when somebody tried to shoot you, tried to shoot at you.
someone tried to shoot at you, man. Wow, that's terrible.
And these cucks, man. Gotta watch these
These
cucks.
cucks. If these cucks could talk.
Don't shoot you, man. Let them get their whooping. Let them get their whooping. Shit. Fucking whoop their ass, man. Good God. I guess, man, I got some Better Call Saul episodes I need to catch up with, I guess. I don't know, man. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yep. I'll do my motherfucking outro. Fuck it. Share this goddamn video to men that need that red pill. You know what I'm saying? Like if you stumbled upon this shit, made it this far, subscribe, bang the bell to my man Tico and any other of my homies up in this motherfucking stream. Comment, let us know what the fuck you think. Donate to veterans, charities, or channel improvements. I want angry MiGTOW, you goddamn it. Go to my channel, nigga. Shut up. Go to my channel or I corrupt.
And to answer lonely underscore, no, I'm actually not trapped in the house. I'm actually traveling around as we speak, like during the damn pandemic.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Moving around.
Yeah, I'm contracted, so I have to leave the house.
I'm stuck in this bitch. Till tomorrow morning.
I'm self-isolating because I want to be on the ready. Because if I need to be deployed somewhere, I need to have full health. So I just basically stay away from people.
Easy. All right, hold on.
See you, Psychesoap.
See you, Psych. So keep that running away from you,
I
buddy.
once shook hands with somebody who I worked that fought in World War II.
Oh,
I use this hot sauce for cooking. I kind of want to get a 3,000 watt.
for cooking.
Hell no.
I just don't give a fuck.
Is that a Penske truck over there?
Don't do anything that I wouldn't. Is that a fucking Penske truck? MiGTOW and the Wind signing out.
Oh my God.
That shit is classic.
That is awesome.
Damn.
You forgot I'm a motherfucking quasar.
Hey, lonely underscore man, come on if you come on the street when any time in the future, whenever you want to come on, no ox shit. If the next time you come on, I'll do your impersonation. I'll do my impersonation of you. How about that? I have a deal. Or do we have a deal? I promise. The next time you come on, I'll do my impersonation of you. You'll love it. You will love it. But yeah, that's all I got.
I'm a motherfucking quasar.
Motherfucking quasar.
Quasar.
Sit.
Oh my
Sit,
God.
Milo.
Woof. Woof.
Milo.
Like I said, Milo, who's gonna spill my coffee when I'm on the road?
What?
Oh, that made no sense at all. Like,
He literally has said that before.
Yes.
God, dog. I do not want to hear me. That's fucked up. Oh, that's fucked up.
Like I said, man, it's because I respect him, man. I don't want him to drive in that semi truck through my freaking house window.
Window. Not the house, the window. Damn.
Yeah.
That's some serious accuracy.
Yeah, he would like launch it off a ramp and then just come.
I can see his hood ornament coming through your window.
The comment section.
Oh God! Don't forget
the quasar.
I'm a motherfucking quasar. Like I said. Here's how I see it. Quasar. You basically look at the social hierarchy as it is.
Stop, man.
Oh my God.
Just stop.
No more.
All right, I'm done for now.
One day I'm gonna play that clip from Freaky Jersey Tales of him imitating me. That was some funny ass shit. That was some funny. Something I found funny. It's like, no, the fucking
motherfucking
quasar.
He does it. He actually he did it really well. Like he did it. He gave it a good go, which was I respect.
Like he didn't do it. It wasn't perfect.
He did all the too.
He had all the reflection. He had all the voice reflections and all
he hit all the marks basically.
Yeah, he hit all the pitches, but it wasn't perfect. But it was enough to think it was literally Tico talking. It was so fucking funny. I was sitting there busting out laughing on the floor. I was like, a nigga can't breathe.
Motherfuck you guys.
He's crazy.
He did fucking he did our pause too, man. He was like, you're delusional, mate. You're delusional.
Oh yeah, that's where that came from. That's right.
Tico Tren, yeah. You're a toxic liability to the manosphere, yeah. Richie Romance. You're barking up the wrong tree, Richie Romance. You're fucking with Tico Tren. Tico Tren's a toxic liability to the manosphere. I love you, Arpaz. He doesn't even really know. He's like, who is this nigga? Like, but I love him.
Just FYI, I think I took my link by accident. So you jump in and wring your neck.
My God.
Richie Romance and Tico Tren, man. Whatever the fuck.
No, it's actually 7 hours later. He said, "What? For you to say 7 hours later."
Yeah. God damn.
Yeah. That's all I got for now.
Oh, good Lord.
Yep.
That was funny. Yeah, I'm a sick individual.
So I'll tell you right now. You do best to stay away from these toxic individuals.
The bad boy and the girls love to lust after the bad boy because the bad boy is always gonna like they're gonna love him and then he's gonna leave them and then they're gonna be all like distraught. And Tico Tren's a bad boy, and the girls always love Tico Tren. He's a bad boy
because he's the bad boy.
I'm not a bad. Okay, well, that'd be lying. I couldn't even lie. I gotta lie. Like, oh yeah, you know what? Fuck it. It's like I wouldn't really consider myself a bad boy as much as I'm probably like I would say I'm pretty much walk a fine line for the most part. I would say I wouldn't say I'm a bad boy. I would say I walk a fine line. More so.
It's kind of like what gives you motivation to do good is what like to atone for like things that you
done wrong. Yeah, for the most part. Yeah.
Vice
things
versa.
that I've done. The things that give like you said, the things that give me the motivation to do good is the things that I atone for doing things bad for the most part.
Mhm.
And that's the best way to pretty much the best way to put it in the light for the most part.
Live
So
life.
like
Live life.
yeah, definitely.
And be present.
Definitely.
That's all I got to tell people is to be present. And if it's something that you did that benefited someone, just act like you've been there before. Don't ever hold that over somebody's head like, oh, I did all this and that for you, so you should treat me this way. Because then you're not being present, and then you can be doing something that be pissing that person off. You don't even know that you're doing it.
Yeah, and the sad part about that is like, because I've never actually done something to actually get anything in return. When I do something, I do it out of the kindness of my heart. I don't expect anything from you. Because I treat it basically like I basically treat it like a student loan debt. I don't really expect you to pay me back. Like I do it out of the kindness of my heart. I basically do anything I do is out of the kindness of my heart for the most part. However, if you abuse that, then there's pretty much no more kindness in my heart. Is all I'm going to say.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's just stuff like that. Like like I don't expect nothing in return. I do everything. Like I don't. There's no secret. There's no secret. What the fuck they call it? Hidden agenda or anything. I basically do everything because basically it's kind of like that term. I do it because it felt right for the most part at the time. This felt right.
We should make it a saying like a warlord, like a warlord can go to battle, but only a king can wage a war.
True story.
That's what the true capacity that someone has to do bad matches their like benevolence. Yeah. And it's like only way that I'm going to pay attention to you, and actually like approach you with all of my resources is if it's going to benefit somebody.
Yeah,
so
it's going to benefit both of us.
That's why I justify doing what I do, and then I also don't care about small petty squabbles because it's like let the warlords do what they're going to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't really matter to me one way or the other.
Yeah, because the neat thing about that is like when I actually do that, it's like more or less the fact that look, I really don't care about these petty wars. I don't care about this small shit because it's kind of like what Yan was saying about the live in the now. Do you live in the now? Better yourself. Because the more you spend on these petty squabbles and these petty shit that you do, that's time being taken away from yourself to better yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You don't ever want to do that.
You're also trying to get away from your current situation.
Yeah, you're also trying to get away from your current situation. It also shows that
because when you're a king, it's like people come to you.
That's the definition of getting your time wasted. Is when when somebody's in your head and you're so into them that they are now literally wasting your time without being near you.
Yeah, being in presence. Yeah, and the sad part about that is like this. And a lot of people don't have that off switch, or a lot of people can't really shake it. And the sad part about there's a lot of people that make videos about women who do this, but they can't shake the fact. They can't shake the fact when another man does it to them. It's like so now they got that man stuck in their head. I'm not saying they're gay. I'm just saying like they got under their skin so much that they can't stop making videos about a person for the most part. And if I have a video coming up about this like sometime soon. But anyway, for the most part, that's what's basically happening with that person. They're not only like struggling with it in their head, but that person's taking up your mental space. It's kind of like what I say about my one saying. I don't hold grudges. I don't hold grudges or hate people for the fact that that's too much time and mental space that I'm not willing to invest into something for the most part. So anytime I do something, I've already thought of it. It's pretty much a fleeting moment, and it's pretty much over as fast as it pretty much started for the most part when it comes to me. So I don't even spend that much time on anything for the most part. I've already strategically planned it out. It's already done, and it's pretty much over. Basically like a tornado.
That actually brings a thought to mind. Like when you talk about having to deal with all this stuff, it's because Tico, I mean, like you've experienced a lot of people trying to get into your shit and get into your business, which I can tell because I've actually had that same experience happen before, and I wonder why. Like if I'm a beta, like why people care about me so much and want to get into my business. Like it's kind of like I really actively ask myself that question. It's like if that's true, if it's true that I'm a beta, then like why does everybody digging? Why is everybody trying to dig in my ass and get and
Yeah.
figure out like what it is that I'm doing?
Or why is everybody worried about me? Why am I in everybody's mouth? It's kind of like my newest intro that I pretty much had recently, the Jada Kiss one, where he goes, so sick with it,
run up in your crib just for the sake of sticking it.
Sit run up in
I'm
your crib for the sake of
ridiculous.
sticking it. Yeah,
I know this is Kanye's track, but I'm kissing it, still laughing at these cats
like I'm ticklish. Yeah, just something about that. Something about
like
that shit. But yeah, flipping it. Yeah, that's basically me in a nutshell for the most part.
Mhm.
That's typically like that. Basically, like I said with that Young Jeezy song. That song is typically me. The world's back on my dick. I'm Mike Vicking it. You know, and that's simply how I see people for the most part when they come at me sideways. For the most part, that's typically how I see it. The world's back on my dick. I'm Mike Vicking it. That's typically how I see people that come at me sideways, and it's kind of funny. But yeah.
Yeah, I find it funny too. But it's just like, yeah, I got a lot of.
You know something I find funny. I'm something.
Yeah, I got a lot of work to do. So when I see that like people, and I'm not gonna name names because there's a lot of people that actually do this. Like when I try to focus and try to get up in my business, what I'm doing.
What's going on with your sound, Yam? What is going on with your sound?
What do I do? Hello?
Oh, there goes your sound. Much better now. Much better. Your sound was cutting out.
Yeah, now
like
I can hear you.
Getting low.
I don't know what happened.
Like you sound like you were walking away from your microphone, or sound like you were trying to
Shitty
swallow your
phone.
microphone.
Crappy device. It's like I'm getting choked out or something.
Yeah, for real, something.
Man, I'm
really.
just like,
you really think that's my best intro? Lonely underscore. Thanks.
Yeah.
That's the one. That's the one with the kid with the bow and arrow at the beginning of it. Little black kid with the bow and arrow at the beginning of it. Yeah, that video took a lot of timing to actually make too.
But take care. You guys take care.
All right, you too.
Bye.
We're about to end this anyway because it's getting kind of long, and it's kind of sort of turning into a marathon. And I'm tired of holding people hostage here.
Yeah, I'm done. So I got duct tape to unravel.
Oh, good lord!
I'm serious. I'm not done my project yet. I got to get back in the basement. So shout out to True Sherm. See all other people later. Be good. Stay away from the Roni. I'm out.
See you, double I. All right, everybody have a blessed day. Do good. Try to do good. Try to do as good as much as humanly possible. Try not to stray towards evil or negative thoughts if you don't have to, unless you have to. Unless it's necessary. In other words, then you can do it. I'm not condoning it. I'm just saying sometimes motherfuckers need to be checked. Basically, do you ever mistakes and actually putting out saying shit that don't really make sense, that don't fit your milieu for the most part. Like it says in at the end of some of my videos in the intro, take pride in yourself. It don't matter what other people think of you. As long as you take pride of yourself, that's all that matters. Kind of like my one favorite quote. I don't give a damn what everybody thinks about me. As long as I'm okay with me, that's all that matters. So it don't matter if a female don't like me. It don't. The red pill don't like me. I don't give a damn if an anti-MiGTOW don't like me. As long as I'm okay with me, that is all that fucking matters. And y'all should do the same. As long as you're okay with yourself, that is all that fucking matters. And that's just straight facts. But I digress. And y'all have a